fam? Just talking football because, we are the Niners! You check me do that twice. I was trying to test. How you doing? I haven't seen you in days. I couldn't wait to get back here and talk some football. Since we are one of the two most elite teams in the playoffs, we have a time to kick back and relax. Another week. Mike is low. Can you hear me now? No volume. Yes? Yes? Give me response. Anyway, fam, here we go. The red and gold machine, as you know, boom, 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 wheels grinding, bodies being crunched underneath. 49ers dominate 2023. 24 Pro Bowl selections. Adam Peters, hired by the Commanders, the subject matter today. But it's been a hell of a season, fam. It's been one hell of a season. I mean, and deservedly so. San Francisco, personnel-wise, extremely potent this year. This is why I can't remember, since we've been getting together, I can't remember a year that I was so confident. I'm looking at this team, like I told you at the beginning of the season, who's going to stop that for us? And I was talking offense. I already knew that. You already know the defense is going to be fine. But I looked at offense and damn. I was like, whoa. Anybody going to stop that? And, when the 49ers did lose, it was pretty much on them that they lost. It wasn't a whole lot of what the other team was doing. The Ravens, people like to argue about domination by the Ravens over the 49ers. No, they didn't. Even the stats show that they didn't. But what did stand out was the accidents the 49ers had. And I call them accidents because every time you see Brock Purdy stand there and throw and hit people in the hands, guarantee you, because Brock Purdy is the type of guy he is, I'll bet you won't see anybody getting blocking his passes any more between now and Super Bowl Sunday. I'm not afraid. Hey, don't be afraid to say Super Bowl Sunday. Just like I'm saying, who's going to stop the 49ers? So I get a kick out of it. Well, looking at unless analysts, looking at a lot of the teams that still left will be participating in the playoffs, only the Rams have a chance to stop the 49ers. And that's through familiarity. Really? I'm hoping that that's all we have to deal with for the NFC CG. Because the MFs have went on and on. Yeah. Big bad 49ers NFC CG coming there talking about this high Super Bowl. We took them out. Anyway, I don't believe the a-holes are going to get past the Lions. I really don't. Everybody else thinks so. I don't think so. I wish, but I can't imagine that. The Lions are no wussy team. Why do people think the Lions are so weak? Oh, anyway, the big test is yet to come, as I say, fam, in this year's playoffs. As Niners fans, it's easy to be optimistic, isn't it? That's the good news, fam. The only possible anxieties you now may be entertaining would be that of the fact that Adam Peters is on his way to that team in Washington, the Commanders. I didn't see that coming. I figured he'd get offers, but he's been getting offers the last few years anyway. So why all of a sudden, what did the Commanders say and do to make Adam say, or has Adams pretty much decided my work's done here? I need a new challenge? Because that's gonna impact how we look at the future. Adam Peters. I say, Adam Peters is like, we'll see. But to the phones we go to gloat over the Niners All-Pro selections. It's just ridiculous. We pretty much own the All-Pros this year, but you have more than 2 or 3 people in there. You're just kicking ass. Yeah, I'm talking All-Pro. I'm not talking Pro Bowl. I'm talking All PRO Pro. Woo! So and you may also, any fears you may have over at the Adam Peters exit, and also anything red and gold during this bye week as we march toward the 2023-24 playoffs. Anything you want to throw in there, fam, you're just going to help yourself. But, fam, according to multiple reports, just to confirm this, the Commanders over in Washington have appointed 49er assistant GM assistant Adam Peters as their new GM, and they've made him as their GM. Smart move on their part. If I was another club and I knew Peters might want to bite, that's the first place I'd go. I might get Peters as my GM and see if I could bring Belichick or Vrabel on over. I don't think Belichick's done. I think a personnel drain was what killed him. Anyway, Peters interviewed with the Commanders this week, and the rest is history. As I say, this is a significant loss in my mind, though, fam, because Peters has worked closely with John Lynch during his tenure with the San Francisco 49ers, contributing to the construction of a roster that reached the postseason in 4 of the last 5 seasons, including a Super Bowl. They built that team quick when you think about it. Unlike the Rams, they didn't come in there with one ready-made, just push and play team. They had to build that team. So your thoughts on that? And are we going to be all right, fam? Because I'm starting to enjoy this kind of thing, Because when you look at the 49ers, Brock Purdy's just a kid. He'll last. George Kittle, he's got at least 2 to 3 more good seasons in him. Debo, if we can keep Debo, he's got at least 3 seasons easily. And then you look at Ayuk, we got to sign him. The offense is looking grisly. I wish we could keep Juwan Jennings, but I'm a little concerned about that. He's going to get paid. He is good. He just doesn't get utilized enough. But Juwan Jennings could be that kind of guy that could be a showstopper. I mean, a guy that's just a game changer. So I don't know if we can afford him. But fam, 7 Niners players have also been nominated to the 2023 NFL Pro Team roster, all as announced by the Associated Press. Christian McCaffrey, goes without saying, right? Juice, George Kittle. Hey, Travis Kelce. You and Tay. The Chiefs got problems anyway. But get Nick right. He puts them on the top of the heap as a team that's going to be the one to beat. Ooh, God, what is wrong with him? Anyway, Trent Williams, of course, Trent Williams, Fred Warner were named to the first team All-Pro and roster, and McCaffrey and Warner, and I don't know how Trent didn't either, but McCaffrey and Warner received unanimous decisions. There was nobody in there arguing or disagreeing. They are the ones. Damn, that doesn't happen often. You always get somebody else says, "No, I don't like him. Nah, I'll vote for this guy. I'll vote for this guy." Anything but the guys that should be winning. Mrs. McCaffrey's baby boy finished the season with 1,459 rushing yards. Damn. 14 TDs on 272 carries. Damn. He also contributed in the passing game with 67 receptions and 564 yards. Oh! And 7 receiving touchdowns and 16 starts. Why would there be any disagreement? But you always get that one clown, the one ass clown that'll come in and say, "Well, I don't think so." Well, get out of the room, man. Just take his ballot. He's not voting. McCaffrey surpassed 2,000 scrimmage yards in a single season for the second time in his career. Congrats, CMC. Now just get well as fast as possible, please. With you in the playoffs, I have all the confidence in the world. There is no force on this planet that's going to stop the 49ers. I ain't scared to say it. And listen, if you come in and talk about, "Hey, Ronbo, maybe be jinxing that," I ain't worried about nothing. Fred. The man led the Niners in tackles with 132, adding 6 tackles for a loss, 5 quarterback hits, 2.5 sacks, 4 INTs. This is all in one human being doing all this stuff. 11 passes defense and 4 forced fumbles. Fred Warner is the definition of consistent. And I'm talking remarkably so, fam. Mrs. Warner's amazing baby boy has recorded 118 or more tackles in each of his 6 NFL seasons. Remember that first year? I kept looking at the stats every week. It's, fam. And I noticed back then, Fred Warner's a rookie. The hell is this? He's outplaying everybody out there. Week after week. Who's this Fred Warner? And I always got to revert back to Big Show because I was crying about I wanted more offensive players, and Big Show says, we need more offense on this team. And so what show we gonna do about defense? I got my linebacking crew is not looking good. What do I do here? Fred Warner, who? Who? The hell was wrong with me? This is why I'm considering to pay a little more closer to college football and see some of these feeds. I didn't know what Fred Warner was. I do now. My God. The applause can't get loud enough for Fred. Here's my question, though. Was Adam Peters the eagle eye that knew about Fred Warner, knew he'd be the right pick? We didn't get him in the first or second round. Fred was available later. A lot of idiots missed on Fred. Brandon Ayuk and cornerback Javarius Warner in spots on the second-team All-Pro roster, which is confusing to me because I thought BA was snubbed. But without counting, it appears that more than half the team was recognized in some All-Pro capacity, fam. Other Niners players received All-Pro votes. Brock Purdy was third place. Yeah. Debo was on there, of course. Nick Bosa, absolutely. Javon Hargrave. Dre Greenlaw. Yes, he should have got some votes. He should have been on the team. Deshaun Gibson. Mitch Wisnowski, we've complained about saying on special teams, Mitch Wisnowski does things that a lot of people can't do. Why is he not considered? George, safety, the best man. If he puts his hands on you on special teams, just go ahead and lay down. You're going down one way or the other. But there was a panel of 50 media members voted to create this year's list of honorees. Completed the 2023 NFL All-Pro team. You look at the offense, Lamar Jackson. I saw like I was saying, Lamar Jackson. Imagine this team, though. You got Lamar Jackson, a quarterback. Christian McCaffrey is his running back. His fullback is Juice. His tight end is George Kittle. God. He's got Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown. They voted, okay. I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. Okay, but never mind. Let's just move on. He'll get it. Probably next year. Trent Williams, of course, is his left tackle. Left guard is Joe Thuney of the Kansas City Chiefs. Center's Jason Kelsey of the Eagles, the famous Jason Kelsey, the one that does the soup commercials and all of those other things him and Travis do with the podcast and everything. Right guard, Zach Martin of the Dallas Cowboys. Right tackle, Penei Sewell. They say, hey, how many years has Sewell been playing? Has he been 3 years? Man. All right. I don't see a lot of Cowboys in here, though. It's two on offense. We got, you know what, though? We didn't do as well in the defense. Myles Garrett, I ain't got no argument. Myles Garrett is a fiend, man. TJ Watt, those are your edge rushers. Nick came in late. Kyle, John, if you would have signed him earlier, he might have been a little more prepared in the beginning, right from day one. Interior lineman, Aaron Donald, of course. I don't like the Rams, but Donald can play some football, man. Chris Jones of the Chiefs, inside. And linebackers, Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, Quincy Adams, President, Quincy Williams, the Jets. Quarterbacks, Deron Bland. And you know what? What are you going to do? You're the Dallas Cowboys. Do you trade Diggs? You let him play the other side? You've got an all-pro over there, too. Well, he used to be an all-pro. I can't wait to see how they work that out. Sauce Gardner, the Jets. And, of course, slot cornerback was Trent McDuffie. They hadn't been doing that. The cornerbacks were usually considered cornerbacks, okay? They weren't slot cornerback, Trent McDuffie. Safeties, Kyle Hamilton of Baltimore. And Antoine Winfield Jr., the Tampa Bay Bucks. Oh, by the way, fam, quick look on Christian McCaffrey. After a 1 week playoff bye, the Niners expect to have CMC back for the divisional round, regardless of who they face. I think Christian may get some burn in next week, and there's no need to bring him in until the middle of the week either. So yeah. So let's get on the phone, fam. Give me some feedback. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Evan.
Hey, Ronbo, how's it going?
Evan's going great, man. Resting up and just sitting back and watching all the drama unfold. It's going to be hilarious this weekend. I can't wait. I mean, I'm as excited about football this weekend as if we were playing.
Yeah, there should be some interesting games on.
Oh, to say the least.
Yeah. Rams and Detroit looks interesting, and
I know people really think...
I'm interested to see
who do you think is going to win that game?
I have no clue, Ronbo.
I don't know why people honestly just calling the Lions a bunch of wimps. Rams should win that game. I would take the points. Everybody who's talking about take the points on that game and the Rams to win outright. What? Really?
Okay. Did they play this year?
No.
No? Okay.
No. So, which one's the most pissed off? I think Jared Goff's the most pissed off. I can't wait to see how he comes out playing. And they got a good run game, too. So I don't know why the Rams are supposed to be all that. I wish they would make it, though. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, they got that Kyron Williams guy's a solid player. They're running back.
He is.
Yeah, so and we know about the receivers.
A little underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty even matchup there. The teams almost mirror each other in a way.
Yeah, kind of. So does a home field advantage come in on that? So, these are the things I'm thinking about. You know what, though? Before we get too much in the playoffs, because we can talk about that later, what is your feeling on Adam Peters leaving us like this?
I don't really know too much about him. So I just, I'm more like reading all the updates. I'm more like disheartened that like teams are already trying to poach us when we're still trying to accomplish a goal, and I feel like in a way, I know the coaches will never say like, oh, it's not a distraction, but in the back of your head, it's a little distracting when, for example, Steve Wilkes is getting interviewed by different teams, and the playoffs for us hasn't even started yet, and he's already having good interviews. I don't know if they're Zooms or whatever, but
they did this to us last year and before. I mean, teams know that we run a good program in San Francisco. Right. And so that's why, you want that, if you can get it over on your side, to help and, maybe even educate your own staff. We got some brilliant people in the company.
Yeah, part of me, I don't know, I feel like we can't get over the hump because we have to restart with new coordinators all the time, and it's
agree.
It'd be nice if we can keep them for more than 2 to 3 years, because and that's the other thing is like if our team sucks so bad, like everyone says, and we're so terrible, then why does every other team come for our coaches? I don't see people
not just 1 or 2 people, bunches of them. God.
Yeah, I don't see people from the Chiefs getting picked off. The coaches from the Chiefs getting picked off for
Hey, you know what? I'm not sure, but the head coach or somebody within the organization has the authorized permission to talk to your people.
Right.
Yeah, Kyle lets people know when they come in because they're usually high-quality people that Kyle picks up. I don't know who turns them on to him, or does he just know these people? But he lets them know, you come in and work for me, and you could be looking for a head coaching job possibly within the next year. And that's going to, if I'm a good coach and he tells me that, I know I got freedom with this guy. I just come in and help him win. I got dual incentives here. I come in and help him win. I look forward to an interview next year with a team that I may want to get on with. It works. It's a double-barreled shotgun there, or double-edged sword.
Yeah. There's a crazy, dangerous conspiracy out there saying that Pete Belichick and Nick Saban might team up and go coach the Chargers or the Falcons or something like that. Wow. Can you imagine that?
Whoa.
Coaching staff?
No. When you said it, I just saw lights flashing. Saban and Belichick together?
Well, they were already buddies back in the day.
You got
And then,
Harbaugh and Vrabel possibly getting together if they're smart. Any of these, there's duos everywhere of legendary names. Not a lot, but
yeah,
you got those. Yeah,
it could be scary if they all team up together.
they should. And then the following year,
'cause,
too,
like,
they could go get jobs wherever they want.
Yeah, roster like the Falcons, they're just a quarterback and a good coach away,
I was
being really solid.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Tony, I know your mouth is watering.
Yeah, imagine if they got like a Justin Fields or I don't know what Russell Wilson's got left in the tank, but he'd be an upgrade from the guy they have now.
No, Russell Wilson, you don't want that. You want to get either you try to get Justin Fields, or you go ahead and draft. Is there anything coming out of the draft this year that impresses you?
I don't know, it's a crapshoot, Ron. But if our quarterbacks taught us anything, it's you never know. You just never know.
It's so true. Stay away from first round picks would be my advice to anybody.
If I had to put money on anyone, because I'm an Oregon Duck fan, I watch Oregon a lot. Is that Bo Nix? He has a lot of college experience, similar to the Purdy thing. He has a lot of
years in school.
A lot of playing time. Yeah, he had like 6 years, I think, because of like COVID and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he was like a 6-year starter in college, but
see, that's polished.
But yeah. But anyways, talk about the playoffs real quick for our team. They all know what they got in front of them. They need to win 2 games to get to the goal, and I think they'll be focused, and hopefully they just aren't when they come back to play, they aren't making dumb mistakes from sitting for so long, because false starts and stuff like that happen when you've had time off.
Yeah, the way they're talking, their intensity level now is, I'm talking red light. But anyway, we're gonna go. I tell you what, I'm gonna see you. Let's see you Sunday. Yeah.
All right, Ronbo.
After we see where the dust settles. All right.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, shout out to you, production, Tony Down Under, Ellis, Papa D, and the rest of the crew.
All right. Always a pleasure.
Have a good night.
You too, fam.
See you later.
Let's go check with him. He is Chill Pill Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil.
Isn't it good to be a 49er fan right now?
Oh, I can't imagine anything better. God, it's just so. Looking at our team, God, that's ridiculous the talent they got. I love it.
Number 1 seed, bye week, getting rested,
And
watching these other hacks play like the Cowboys.
Phil, don't let the Cowboys lose this weekend. You know what? Oh.
And the
God.
Rams.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'll be bouncing off the walls.
Rambo, it doesn't matter.
I just love to see him in
pain.
It
doesn't matter.
Dak gets traded. McCarthy gets fired. The whole place will go down.
What the hell? Dak Prescott made the All-Pro team?
No, he got votes. Second team. But then, still, I don't know how he did it.
It doesn't matter. Dak doesn't have the stats.
I don't get it either.
Let's let Brock get the MVP for the Super Bowl. That's what I want.
They just can't. They can't believe it, Phil. That's what most people just can't believe. Brock Purdy. I didn't believe him for the first 7 or 8 weeks. He amazes me. So I don't. God.
Well, I knew it at that Miami game when Jimmy went out and he won the game.
And was cool.
And then the next week, Tampa Bay.
And they were blitzing him on.
I knew he was our guy forever. I mean, this guy is
good insights. He is special. And he's still evolving.
He is special.
That coming out of the pocket and directing Ayuk
he's
for that touchdown.
He's going to get better.
I know. That's the fun part. People think he plateaued. You got idiots talking like that, Phil. I said, he's 23 years old. What are you talking about?
I know.
Oh, get it. Oh.
I mean, we've got ourselves a gold mine. No pun intended, but
I like it.
I mean, but anyway, I mean, the pontificators will be the pontificators.
That's what they do.
And they have no knowledge. They've got as much knowledge as you and me.
Mm-hmm.
And what I see is our team is ready to win the sixth Lombardi.
That's it. They're prime. Maturity, skills, coaching, experience. They're the whole package now. There's nothing missing from that force. Grizzled, battle-tested.
Yeah, exactly. We've got the experience. We've got the talent.
How many playoff games have we
Who's better than us?
The bright lights will not scare this team, Phil. I'm telling you, that's why I'm feeling real good.
Everybody says, "Oh, the Rams are going to be a challenge." Yeah, they'll be a challenge, but they're not going to beat us.
I want to see today, McVay cannot outcoach Shanahan as long as he's got a healthy team. And even when
I do want the Eagles back. I really do. As a fan, I want to go to that game and give every Eagle fan there a ration of shit. That's what I want. And then I want the Cowboys after that, and give the Cowboys.
You only get 2 games, Phil.
I mean, that's what I want as a fan, a season ticket holder, and then I see these people come into our stadium, and when I'll pick them out and I'll get in their face.
Especially Eagle fans. I got into a block party on Twitter last year. They were coming at me right and left. I said, look, man, I don't mind talking, but at least say something worthwhile. You 49 fans, you think you're all
and
that, blah, blah, blah,
blah, blah. Fire their coach. If they lose to Tampa Bay, they're going to fire their coach.
Sirianni?
I know.
Would you agree with that, though?
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
True, but they were doing well.
Just like all the Eagle fans.
Until they fired all the coaches. Yeah.
I mean,
no, I was about to say.
They were trash last year, according to Debo, and I agree with him. They were trash, and we would have kicked their ass.
I like that rhyme. They did slide by, and at the beginning they did the same thing, winning by 2 and 3 points on marginal teams. I said, you know what, guys, the Eagles are sliding by. I'm going to stop being afraid of that team. And sure enough, beat the daylights out of them when we seen them. I said, you know what, I didn't see all that coming, but that was about right.
We'll do it again if we face them. Ronbo, I love our team. This is the best team I've ever seen.
I tell you.
The 49ers have.
And
honestly.
that's saying something. The 49ers
in all the years.
Really good teams down through the years.
I was there when, you had Steve Young and Ricky Waters and Rice and T.O. and
legendary.
Yeah. I think this team is as good as those teams.
Well, Phil, we got to go, though. I tell you what. I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you for sure Sunday, and let's continue to laugh at some of the day's events.
But Sunday night, who's playing Sunday night?
Is there a Sunday night? I know Monday night it's the Eagles.
There's a Sunday night game. I think
it's got to be the Rams.
Detroit against the Rams.
Yeah, it's got to be Rams and Lions.
So
we're gonna have to conduct our show during that game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might want to go Monday night. Well, Monday night's going to be Tampa Bay, Philly, and that could be who we play.
With all kinds of potential laughter. Because if the Eagles choke on this game, and it'll have to be a choke because the Eagles are supposedly better. If they choke Monday night.
If Dallas chokes against Green Bay, we play Green Bay.
Oh,
and that's going to be in the noontime.
Oh, Stephen A. Smith's going to go nuts. Every person in the league, Shannon Sharp, everybody who's tired of the fanfare behind the Dallas Cowboys, all the bright lights of Arlington are going to go out that night. Oh my God.
McCarthy will get fired.
Ooh.
McCarthy will get fired.
Oh,
If Philadelphia loses, Sirianni's going to be fired.
God.
I mean, aren't you glad we have Kyle?
I am.
Hello.
I'm stopped telling people got on that wagon a long time ago. Get rid of Kyle. I ain't getting rid of Kyle, y'all. I mean, I understand you complain, but I ain't saying get rid of Kyle. Who do you want?
No
Nobody ever
way.
has a good name. Oh. Anyway, Phil.
And we lost one of our executive guys.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Adam Peters.
Adam Peters. But you know what? If I was John Lynch, I'd call Martin Mayhew and say, "Come on back." He was one of the big four.
Hey.
And
wait.
You know, it was Kyle, John Lynch, Martin Mayhew, and
where's Martin?
Adam Peters.
Where's Martin?
The four guys that started the build.
Phil. Yeah, where's Martin right now?
Martin Mayhew back. And if you lose him, you get 2 draft picks.
Phil.
Again.
Yeah, but where is Martin Mayhew right now?
He's at Washington. He got fired.
Oh God. Adam, you accepted that job knowing they're going to fire Martin? No, yeah, I agree. Bring Martin back. Phil, we got to go. More about this later. We're out of time. We're going to run. I'll tell you what, I'm going to look for you.
All right, Ronbo.
Sunday.
All right, we'll talk to you when you come on. Okay?
I'll be looking forward to it. All right, Phil.
All right, Ronbo.
Have a great night.
Bye.
I forgot Mayhew was in Washington. Damn. The 49ers will bring him back. Aaron!
Ronbo.
Aaron. Well, Aaron, you got a lot of Pro Bowlers. You got a lot of guys that were just in the conversation to be Pro Bowlers. I'd say near half the team. You know, we had a lot of people that made it, a lot of people that were in the discussion. But we did lose Adam Peters, and I don't know how that's going to affect us in the years to come. We're going to have to wait until next year to find out. But I'm not in a hurry to find that out. So, you know. But anyway, Aaron, what are your feelings on these matters and anything else you want to bring in?
Yeah, you know, first of all, congratulations to Adam Peters getting the GM job from Washington. So best of luck to him. And you know, it's overall it's just great to be a 49er fan.
Especially this year. This is so much fun. I mean, you got a team that's just ridiculously strong. A great coach. He may piss us off sometimes, but for the most part, Kyle Shanahan's been getting it done. You know, we've had a few eggs laid, but you know, what team does it?
Yeah, and you know, first round bye, resting our players.
Oh, that's
you know,
the NFL did,
and everybody getting healthy at the right time.
I mean, remember what happened to the Jacksonville Jaguars after the 49ers got a little rest? Whoever the 49ers play next week, oh my God, call your mom before you come to the stadium. You are going down. It doesn't matter who it is. They're going to get beat.
Yeah, it's like to me like you're going to a hornet's nest.
And one that will not, the 49ers, their mindset right now, they know what they're capable of. They know that there's no team out there that is better than them. They really do. You can tell by the way they carry themselves. The swag has went to the next level of swag. The 49ers are tough. And then when you got them healthy too, Aaron, ooh, wee.
But yeah, man, it's awesome. And also, Brandon, you got second team All Pro.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was. I guess you're eligible for that no matter what happens in the Pro Bowl as far as the voting goes. But you know what? I'm glad he got to hear that because Brandon Ayuk is not. What's his name? St. Ra. How come? I got to go see Ra's numbers. Amon Ross St. Brown. I liked him coming out of college, but I didn't know he was out playing Brandon. Anyway, I don't know. I should probably wait till I check the numbers.
But yeah, so talking about the playoff games this weekend, I'll probably watching of course, Dallas and Green Bay.
Don't let Green Bay win that game. Aaron, boy, it won't matter to me what happens the rest of the day. I'm laughing so hard I can't stand it. People picked the Packers to come in there and just get the brains beat out. I said, man, you guys, man, y'all tripping, man. Dallas is good, but come on, man. The Green Bay Packers are not that kind of bad.
No, I mean, well, yeah, the Packers not that bad though. I mean, they're young, but they're
tough. They're tough. They're going to be something
they got
to deal with.
Good weapons. Yeah.
That wide receiver's probably off the injury list. He was injured last week or something. The one that played with Trey.
Oh, Watson?
Yeah. I think he's back this weekend. Watson is crazy good. Everybody wanted him, but, we couldn't get him. But he is a pro.
Yeah, I mean, he got the height, the speed. Yeah.
Hands, leaping, and athleticism. That dude can, man. Boy, is bad. So, yeah. They don't have anybody that can guard him.
So.
Including Bland.
Yeah. But yeah, and Rams and Alliance should be interesting.
I know. I wouldn't bet money on it either way, but everybody thinks the Rams just go in there and just run them out of their own house. I want to see this.
Yeah, I guess people are picking the Rams because of the playoff experience they have.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't really. Yeah, they don't have any. Aaron, before you know it, the clock's gone. Aaron, I'm going to see you Sunday, though. Sunday's going to be fun. I'll look for you then, okay? Appreciate you getting in there, too.
All right, Ronbo. Yes, sir. Let's take for 6 Lombardi Trophy. Instead of Quest for 6, is take for 6.
Take it. That's right. And get ready for 7.
Let's go.
If 49ers win this year, they could have back-to-back seasons. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but yes. All right. Night, Aaron.
All right, Ronbo.
Because actually, next year's going to be more tougher to win the Super Bowl than this year. I really think so. Anyway, hey, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo. How's your night going, buddy?
I said, yo, ho, and a bottle of rum.
I mean, like you said, next year is going to be a tough year. I already saw the schedule for next year. It looks tough next year.
And teams are going to get better.
We're playing the AFC East next year. We're playing the Dolphins. We're playing the Bills, the Chiefs. That's the extra game. We're playing the Chiefs. The extra game at home.
And the Chiefs are going to be all pissed off about this year because, quite frankly,
we got Dallas again. We got Dallas and Detroit.
Oh, we get to play Dallas again next year? Oh,
yep.
How I love all these years of Dallas Cowboys football. Do we have to go there? Or
coming to our house.
Oh,
they're coming over. They're coming over our house for a nice beatdown.
Dallas, come on down.
Yeah, come on down. The price is right. Yeah, a lot of great kids. I can't wait, man. Tomorrow. Yeah.
God.
No, like I said, I have faith, and I'm hoping for the Houston Texans to win tomorrow. I'm praying for all my 49 old coaches. Yep.
I forgot about that. Against the Browns.
He's
and if
playing
they take
first.
the Browns out, I'll be
They're
so
playing
appreciative.
first.
Yeah.
I'd call him up and thank him. I know what? Kyle should call him up and thank him if he knocks him out.
And
call him up on the phone, Kyle.
Get the Browns the hell out of here. My God, they're scary.
And McDaniel, if you can beat the Chiefs, you'll get another thank you. 2 49er old coaches. Yeah. Come on, guys. That'd be imagine. When was the last time 2 former
Detroit versus everybody?
But Ronbo, think of this, Ronbo.
Yes.
When was the last time a 49er offense and defensive coach that got onto head coaching job the following year
and played each other
back-to-back playoffs? But Miami wins tomorrow.
Do you remember any situation like that?
That's a good question. Whether anybody knows the answer and anybody knows any, if McDaniel wins tomorrow night and DeMarco Ryan wins tomorrow 1:00, imagine that. Or whatever time they play, imagine that tomorrow.
I'm gonna. If things go like what we're talking about right now, I'm gonna be so delighted. Like you say, if the Texans beat get the Browns out of here because the Browns really worry me. I actually want the Rams to win that game against the Lions.
I'll party on the street. I'll party.
You what?
Yes. I'll be partying if Houston wins.
Oh yeah, and if the Packers beat the Almighty Boys, America's team,
I'll go find Texas boy and bury him. Hey, rest in peace, boy, for 23. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. The Packers are young, but they got a lot of good talent. You gotta watch them. They're hungry. A team like them could be hungry.
I'll have to be sedated.
Prescott, you better watch out. I think I see 2 INTs coming to the Packers. Prescott's gonna throw 2 INTs. I figure.
Eagles and Tampa Bay. What are we assuming too much with that game? Because I don't know.
I want to see Tampa Bay win.
You want to see who?
No, I think he could do it. I think he could do it. I'm gonna tell you, the Eagles are falling apart. They're dying.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like I said, that coach is.
They don't want to go any further in the playoffs. They don't, why go through the embarrassment?
They don't care.
Lay down. Yeah.
They're gonna get a new coach, and I think a good coach for them would have been Belichick. This coach is a clown for the Eagles. I think Belichick would have been perfect for the Eagles.
Or Vrabel.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They can't wait to fire Sirianni. And they're probably romancing Harbaugh.
Oh, they're getting that. Mm-hmm. Maybe there might be a plan. He might be gone. Hey, maybe the Cowboys and Eagles both from the same division lose their coaches after this weekend, folks.
Harbaugh could end up with the Chargers. That's a good fit for him. Let's not help other teams. Verbal Harbaugh goes, good things happen eventually.
Maybe Belichick goes to Seattle. Maybe Belichick will go to Seattle.
I don't think he wants that. He's going to want a big market.
A lot of people think that he'd be good for our defense. Yeah.
I know.
I would love to bring Belichick.
I was thinking that a long time ago.
Belichick?
Yes. Belichick as your defensive coordinator.
He can help Shanahan really. Oh, he'd be awesome on the field, Belichick.
And they like each other.
We would be winning Super Bowls. I think last time we had 2 good coaches, a good coach and a defensive coach. Imagine you had,
Fangio and Harbaugh.
Yeah. Yep. George Seifert, Bill Walsh.
Yeah.
Imagine that. What a combination that was. What a combination. And look how many Super Bowls we won. And look what happened.
Michael, how do you approach Belichick and ask him if he wants to become a part of the 49ers party and
pay him the same kind of amount of money that you give? No, you pay him the same amount of money you give Shanahan. Give him the same amount. He'll come.
Well, I don't know if you have to give him the same amount of money, but at least give him something that he'd be satisfied with.
He's worth it. No, he's worth it. Maybe he get a chance to coach.
Yeah.
Give him a year with the Niners. He'll definitely be a couple of draft picks. Trust me. If we get him on our side for defense and he pans out great, gives our team an A+, teams will be calling back and say, all right, we'll give you some draft picks for him.
Mike, only one problem, though. Players don't like Belichick. They respect him, and that's not the kind of atmosphere that we farm in San Francisco. But
how will the 49ers players react? I'd like to know how the 49ers players will react.
I would too,
remember, the Patriots are different, and how many Patriots might follow him to come over on our side.
I think that, what's his name, Judon? That pass rusher? Yeah, I think Matthew Judon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A couple of their corners. How about their corners?
Hey, Belichick trained.
Mm-hmm. The Belichick trained. Get them over.
Michael, we got to go. I'll see you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Yeah, can't wait for this game. It's going to be fun.
Good luck, Houston. Good luck, Miami tomorrow. Win it for us. Shout out to Sharon, Big Show, Tony. Atlanta's definitely going to be a playoff team next year. I predict Atlanta's going to be the playoffs next year.
I see another coach.
With the right coach, right quarterback, I think they're going to be the next team up.
All right.
I'll be happy for Tony, right? They see them, getting the playoffs.
He deserves better. He does.
He deserves everything. I'd like to see him get a trophy one day.
All right, Michael. See you Sunday.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Oh, God. Cowboys, mama. And speaking of the Cowboys, I saw this over here. Who was that? I don't want the Packers to win because teams at beat higher tier teams tend to cause upsets. Sure pain. The Cowboys got beat by the Cardinals. That was an upset. And we came in and handled the Cardinals. Don't add unnecessary fears, my man. Yo, Levi.
Yo, Ronbo.
Levi said the voice of reason to watch him calm me down. Levi, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you, Ronbo?
Oh, I'm doing way better than I should be. I'm in here talking trash and making predictions and writing checks my butt can't cash. But you know what? That's the fun part of being a 49er fan right about now. The talent is ridiculous. And the momentum, it's moving our direction. I added up all the other superlatives, like this team has got experience, they got the talent, they got the right coaches, we're at home and are sleeping in our own bed every day, and getting up, getting ready to go out in the playoffs and entertain who? It doesn't matter who it is. Oh! But, Levi, we lose Adam Peters because of the fact that our organization does such good work that everybody wants somebody out of the system to bring to their own system. You know? It's bothered me. Adam Peters leaving.
Yeah.
But what are you thinking?
Well, I don't know nothing about the front office, but it seems like someone is always being poached out, saying, hey, man, we give you a promotion. Come on over here.
Every year.
So it's just, that's what happens when you win the best teams. Everyone from the best teams is going to lose someone at the end. You saw what happened to the Eagles. They lost their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, and then all of a sudden they didn't know how to play football no more.
Levi, do you know or not? Now, Adam Peters is not of a dark complexion. Now, if he goes over to Washington, do we get a compensation pick?
Well, it depends on. It's not just that. It could be any minority. I think it has to be some type of minority from some other, place or something.
It does have to be. It does have to be a minority player. Adams. We could look back.
And I don't know. I think it might be just coaching. I think it's only if you're a head coach or like the GM or something. So I don't know if his position is high enough or what. So I don't know because I don't even know how Adam Peters looks.
Anybody on the chat that knows about is it only minority personnel that you get compensation for?
Yeah, it's only minorities.
It's only minorities.
The whole thing process is to supposedly help minorities get into higher positions.
Ah, shucks.
So that people will stop crying that the NFL won't have any black coaches and black people in black and minority people in positions. So they try to incentivize teams to build up minorities
by giving you these picks
and get them elevated, like so people will stop crying and call the NFL racist and all sorts of names. So so if you get a Caucasian or you just putting another to get hired, then I'm like, nah, that's not. You're not getting anything for that.
I think they should try look and see if Adam Peters got some Native American in his bloodline somewhere, and maybe that might work too. God, I like them picks.
I don't know,
maybe picks we pick up every year because of black people and everybody else. Robert Saleh, Middle Eastern. I mean, this is all it takes, and we get picks. D'Amico left picks.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So yeah, Ronbo, looking forward to this weekend. We got the rest break off. Hopefully almost everybody can get fully healthy. Hopefully Christian McCaffrey can recover as much as possible. Hopefully we can, whoever we have to play, we can split some of those carries up to keep them fresh for the the NFC Championship game that we're expected to be in.
You enjoyed Elijah Mitchell last week too, then. Boy, Elijah Mitchell was playing some football.
Well, I just want to keep Christian McCaffrey fresh. I don't want him to get ran out in the divisional round when he still probably won't be 100%.
Yeah, that calf, it's been lingering for a long time too. Can you imagine? That's been bothering him for a while, but he's managed to play. But this last week, it just got a little bit too much. And now they're resting in treatment 24 hours a day probably to get that calf in shape for next weekend. Because he's playing next weekend, regardless as to whether it feels perfect or not. God. He's coming out in the first half.
Yeah,
if we're winning. Okay, Christian, that's good.
Yeah, all you have to do is just Elijah Mitchell just had to get some good runs in. It seems like that if they go in, they don't get to stay in unless they get a good run in. Otherwise, Christian McCaffrey comes rolling out there to take back over.
And I don't even think the coach told him.
Yeah, if they go out there, you see them go out there. If they get a good run, all right, you can stay in. But then the moment they get stopped one time, bring in Christian McCaffrey back in.
Christian McCaffrey's a player coach. Because nobody told him. You see him at the opposite end of the bench of the coach. I don't see Bobby Turner nowhere around. I don't see Kyle. Christian comes running out on the field and made okay, well, you got to come sit down because you can't do no better than that. I can do that. Okay. He is calling the shots out there, which is, he is good.
So. Well, anyway, Ronbo, here's my predictions for the first round. Well, predictions and what I want. The Chiefs are probably going to beat the Dolphins. Dolphins not a cold weather team. It's going to be really cold. So, obviously, I'd rather the Dolphins win. I just don't like the Chiefs. They just don't like them. This ain't their year, so just go ahead and get them out the way. It'd probably be better for the Chiefs. Get them more hungry for next year.
Yeah. Or would you rather see the Chiefs get worn out a little bit?
The Browns and the Texans are the hardest game to call. I think the Browns win, but obviously I'd rather the Texans win, just for D'Amico Ryan, him and C.J. Stroud. And then, I think the Bills will just beat the Steelers. They don't even got T.J. Watt. And, I don't see much of a chance of them winning unless Tomlin coaches the game of his life.
Or
Josh Allen just have his roller coaster dip down that game.
Josh Allen. There's a very strange... Josh Allen could come in and be looking like the greatest quarterback of all time. And the next time you see Josh Allen, he can't play. I wonder which Josh Allen shows up tomorrow Sunday. This is going to be interesting to see.
It'll probably be good, Josh Allen. I don't think he can go out in the first round.
I don't know. We'll see. Because he's lost some games I never expected and viciously got beat. I said, Josh, who were you looking at when you threw that? Yeah. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know. But in the NFC...
Real quick, because we're out of time.
The Cowboys are probably going to win that game. I think we all know that the chances are high the Cowboys are going to win that game. But there is a path for the Packers to win. And it's going to be they have to have a run ball control game. So Aaron Jones is going to need to get 100 yards, not including a lot of, like our big run plays. Just 5 to 10 yards a run.
The Cowboys hate when
if they can run the ball because the Cowboys run defense can be shaky a lot. So
bad. It works.
So they'll be like their only chance.
Yeah.
Him running the ball and maybe Jordan Love making a couple, key third down conversions. To keep the game close, to get have Mike McCarthy have to make some late game decisions.
They always do bad.
So we'll know by the second half if the Packers have any chance.
All right, Levi, we gotta go.
By the third quarter, if the Cowboys aren't blowing them out of the water, then
game over.
The Packers have a chance. So they just have to keep the game close to the fourth quarter and not be blown out.
I like it. All right, Levi, let me go out. I'll tell you what,
it'll be funny if the Packers win.
It'll be hilarious. Let me see you Sunday, fam, because we're going to run way over time. I'm trying to get out of here before 2 o'clock in the morning. But listen, fam.
Okay, Ronbo. What time you going to be on?
I think I'm going to roll in right around the time that the game with the I'm trying to pick the one. I think it should be the Lions and Rams. All right? I'm still contemplating. At any rate, I'll let you know.
Okay. All right, Ronbo. Have a good one.
You too. All right, Levi. Appreciate you. Tribe is not a 49er fan. Tribe, the practice squad of the Rams beat the practice squad or the second team of the 49ers. Why do you come in and always spin things in those fashions? That's BS. On their best day, the Rams are going to have trouble beating the 49ers. They're the best unit out there. Stop kidding yourself. Hey, Lorenzo.
Hey, Ronbo, what's going on?
Listen, man, I'm gonna sit back here gloating. We got so many all pros out there that other teams should be complaining. I mean, I'm talking 7 guys. Oh, so Adam Peters is leaving us, so that kind of bothers me. It kind of ruins my whole fun. But what are you thinking?
Yeah, kind of not too. I'm not really too hep on those kind of things. Adam Peters, Harry is pretty good what he does, But
yeah, he was with he was over with Detroit. I mean, not the Broncos. He was what made Elway look good. Here's the thing: after he left, the Broncos turned to poo-poo. That's the coincidence.
Yeah. I have no clue on that. Only thing I really know is fuck them Cowboys.
I know you know. If the Cowboys was at game with Rizzo, I don't know if I'll be able to come on the air that day. I'll laughing so hard. I'll be besides myself because you get the Cowboys. They come into the Cowboys. They roll into the Cowboys' house. And the Green Bay Packers are upstart being made to beat their ass. Are you serious? Oh God, I love it.
I'm calling that one. Green Bay's going to beat the Cowboys. That's just that's their MO. Talk all year long. Boom, out first fucking game.
Oh God.
Them.
Not blow them out. Beat them by just a little bit. That pisses them off even more. Because that game against the Lions that they gave to the Cowboys, Lorenzo, you and I both know that was BS. And that dude's under investigation. He may not be, even the commission went after him, he may not be eligible for any playoffs. And I said, thank the Lord for that. Because if I seen him coming in with this crew and going to do any of our games, I'd be sick. Knowing they don't know what they're doing.
Every time I look at the Cowboys' schedule this past year, I'm just more unimpressed by them,
2 years in a row, below 500 teams all over their schedule. As if it was done on purpose, Lorenzo.
Yeah. Yeah, there was they beat what's going to be the first round, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the top 4 picks is the teams they beat.
They beat one
badly.
Wait. They beat 2 500 teams, 2 over 500 teams, I think 2. They beat the Eagles, but the Eagles the Eagles are house on fire.
Yeah.
So who else?
Yeah, the Eagles they beat. That was it.
I thought they beat one more. Oh, they got away with the Lions, but they didn't win that game either.
Yeah, well, the Lions. So. But yeah, it's just shaping up. It'd be nice this weekend just to kind of chill and watch everybody play.
Oh, yeah, that's what's fun about it.
And we are just going to be so healthy. We're missing we're missing Alfunga and a couple.
I really wish he was there because his experience is just so valuable.
And Brett just going down again. And
guy.
But yeah, we have our share of injuries, but God, this team is just so solid. Oh, I'm so excited this year.
I know.
Because just keep comparing them to our 94. I seen that 94 team play, back, I went there a few years ago. And then I was at that game when fucking Steve Young went down over at Sun Devil Stadium.
Yeah.
When Lawrence Phillips missed that block, I was testing that guy so bad from up there. And, so it's been a while.
And Steve has more concussions. I think he set a record for getting concussions. That was back before they had the protocol.
Yeah.
And he was out there probably hearing tones in his head and everything else, still playing.
Yeah, he's still hearing tones when he talks sometimes.
God, probably does. My God, he got hit hard and kept right on going.
That time he just laid there. He just laid there for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
He was out.
Probably had no motor control over his legs or nothing else.
God. Yeah.
Bam!
And a lot of people don't even remember Lawrence Phillips. God, that was like one of the top running backs. He just went. All that
there's
talent.
So many names of great running backs. And Ricky Waters never got enough love either. He still does it. Ricky Waters was amazing.
We had that defense, like Brian Young, Stubblefield, Ken Martin Jr.
Brian got his, though. Yeah. Stubblefield,
he got two in a row.
yeah, Stubblefield ended up getting in criminal problem there. But
But I feel confident. I feel if nobody really gets hurt, we're in.
yeah, the team is too good.
I
And
think,
they're
I think
disciplined this year,
I think
too.
we're gonna put a beat down. Yeah. I think we'll put a beat down on everybody, and just sweep it. What was that Super Bowl score that year? I mean, we beat the crap out of who was
Oh, the Super Bowl. Oh, that was the one that the score was just
San Diego was
obscene.
like 6 touchdowns. I think Steve Young threw 6 touchdowns or something like that.
I remember it was
Yeah,
really
it was
up there. I
crazy.
mean, the game got boring. Because it was the only game of the week, right? And the 49ers are just beating the hell out of us. I suppose, what kind of Super Bowl is this? This is funny. My God. Hey, coach, you let some of the guys at the yard play. Let them play. It's a Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's been good. I feel confident. Just figured I'd give you guys a shot tonight. And,
Hey, appreciate it, Lorenzo.
keep it
Always love
nice
to hear
and
from you.
squeaky.
Yeah,
So it's nice and cold over here, though. Shit, we're looking at about 10 degrees tonight.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be real good to sleep in, Anybody that's playing football Sunday in that kind of condition, like the Miami Dolphins are going to have to do against the Kansas City Chiefs, that's going to be pretty funny. The Dolphins hate playing in cold weather. So,
Yeah. I don't see them winning. I'd like to see them beat Mahomes, but AFC is kind of hard to call. But I think Cleveland is. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cleveland's tough. D'Amico's got to have his hands full there. Not so much because of the offense. D'Amico can stop that offense, but that Cleveland defense ain't gonna let Stroud do anything. Stroud is good if you play in zone defense. I think the Browns like to play man. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what they try to. Anyway, we'll see. Because I'm rooting for D'Amico to get them fools out of here. Man.
Yeah, I'm rooting for all the ex-Niners coaches. So
anyway, yeah.
That's so yeah.
All right, Lorenzo.
All right, Ronbo.
Enjoy that comfy, cozy temperature. I'll see you Sunday if you got time, all right?
All right. Hey, you guys have a good weekend. Later.
You too, Lorenzo. Night, fam. Yeah. Cowboys. Oh, I love me some Cowboys. Cowboys, if y'all get whooping this Sunday, you'll make my day. I'll appreciate you. I will thank y'all for that laugh for the rest of my life. Hey, Kyle style.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up.
The big
Cowboys. Ronbo.
I'm going to be glued. I'm going to be glued to the monitor watching that game. As the Cowboys, if y'all lose this game, your boy Texas boy, that'll be it for him. We won't see him. That'll be embarrassment that he can't get over. And you guys haven't beat a team over 500 this year. The Packers over 500, Cowboys. Uh-oh.
Q and Nelly. Uh-oh. What's happening now?
Just the thought of it makes me laugh. Hey, but we got how many Pro Bowlers? We're enjoying this thing. The Pro Bowlers, 49ers, this kind of roster is just ridiculous, and most of it's homegrown. See, that's why when I look at other teams, and Rams is my favorite bad example. You go out and you bought a championship. You paid billions of dollars, and the 49ers raised them from kids, raised them up. And now they belong to us, and we can renew their contract and do whatever we want to do with them. We can we can do anything we want. We got to sign them, but the thing is, they're ours. They're not going to leave. Say, you guys got any money? No, but we thought you just enjoyed playing for us. It don't work like that. I'm out of here. Thanks. That's what I love about what's going to happen next. But Kyle, get into it, man. And also Adam Peters. How bad is that going to impact us in the future? Have you thought about that?
No, I haven't thought about that too much because honestly, I'm not too involved in my thoughts in the front office as much as I am the players. So I don't know. Hopefully that won't impact us too much. Let's see, what team did he go to again?
Yeah, Adam, he went over to Washington. And Martin Mayhew, the 49ers, they'd already taken Martin Mayhew from us, and they fired Martin. I forgot that's where Martin went. And what are they doing? Martin, we're sorry, but listen, we're going to have to ask you to clean up your things. We're going to have to let you go. Why? Well, it's we're making changes, and we just had a talk with Adam. You know him. Yeah, Adam Peters. Yeah, we're gonna bring him in.
It's money. It's money. It's money. And I bet you Belichick goes to the Commanders. It's not too far from home for him.
What makes you but why would Belichick want to go to that dumpster fire? He's got a lot of work to do to put that team together. Well, you know what? Maybe he doesn't mind. He'd bring his own.
He probably wouldn't.
He'd bring his coaching staff.
The man lives and breathes football, and I mean, it's like I said, it's not far from home. It's a good fit. Like, why not?
He needs to go where there's a quarterback, though. If I'm Belichick, I'm looking to go to the Chargers. Justin Herbert's they got weapons. All Belichick has to do is come in and work with that defense. That defense is solid. I don't know what's wrong. They got some perennial players. Why are the Chargers getting beat like that? And year after year. Get yourself an OC. Somebody said bring Saban with him.
Yeah.
Can you see Belichick and Saban get together? My God.
Not going to happen.
I don't know if Saban feels like doing that,
No, Saban's like, I'm done. This football's too much. I'm old. Let me live my life. And that's cool. But Belichick, he's gonna find a home. And maybe
Fosse, you're right. Yeah. I just feel like Belichick's
maybe
not going to
Los Angeles might be a good place.
Yeah. Belichick's not going to answer to anybody. He's not going to Washington. Belichick's going to want to run everything.
But in the words of KC, Ronbo, I'm not here to talk about Belichick and Saban. I'm here to talk about the San Francisco 49ers.
Excuse me. You're right. Get on to it.
But yeah, no. So Ronbo, I'm nervous.
About what?
I'm
Let me
really
reassure
nervous
you
about everything here to come. So I want to hear your thoughts. I'm giving my time to you, Ronbo.
Thank you.
Break it down. What's going to happen here in the divisional round? What's going to happen here? Who do we want? How are we going to get on to the over the hump of the NFC Conference Championship game, and how are we going to get to the Super Bowl?
Okay, let's first of all, let's get the Green Bay Packers in here next week. The following week,
you got them beating the Cowboys?
Well, yeah, I'd love to have that. I don't really see that happening, but I'd love to see it. You know what? The over-under on that game is 40-something points. Now, I suspect that's going to be more of a shootout. The Cowboys can't stop the Packers from scoring, and I don't know if the Packers can stop the Cowboys from scoring. So that could be an all-day shootout, all right? And let's see, when the dust settles, who's going to come out winning. And then, of course, the following week, I want the Rams so bad I can taste it. I want them in the NFC CG. I don't know how they'd weather the storm, but get them in our park. And all that trash. They're like, yeah, you guys came into Levi, you marched down that escalator, you all about all those long red and gold faces. You look like you just got your peed on you, and you lost that game. You're talking about regular season Empire got them. You know what, you mother... By the way, there were so many reasons why they wanted it. It had nothing to do with your play. So, Kyle.
Fuck the Rams.
That's what I'm saying. Get them into Levi Stadium and beat them butt naked. God. But then they said, well, we were just a young team and we weren't ready to play yet. Well, that's too bad. But anyway, Kyle, that's my feeling.
All right. Well,
Super Bowl, I do not want the Browns. I do want the Ravens. If it had to come down to the Browns and Ravens, give me the Browns. Give me the Ravens.
I'm gonna agree with you on that because I swear to God. Oh, I'm sorry. I just swear in general. If we lose to Joe Flacco one more time, I'm gonna lose my shit, especially since he just came off the couch.
Oh, see, the potential for embarrassment is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. It is. But you know what? The Ravens, they're not going to beat the Niners twice. It's just not going to happen. And for Purdy, that was a learning curve.
Yeah, his worst game of the season.
It was just a mess. And you know what? I think I figured out why we lost that game.
To the Ravens?
Because Purdy's just so good of a guy. He wanted to give the Ravens a Christmas gift. Here,
give them the wrong idea. I don't think they can beat us. I mean, what are the chances of Purdy throwing that many INTs, number one? And one of the other chances of all those flags, the 49ers played the most undisciplined game they'd played all season. Over 100 yards and penalties, 49ers, really? Oh, we'll just walk out the field and say we quit.
Ronbo, even with having a championship team, there's still going to be growing pains, and that was the prime example of it. It was, it just wasn't our game.
Yeah.
Not that day, not that night. But you know what? If we make it over the hump of the NFC Conference Championship game and we get to the Super Bowl, look out.
Yeah.
Look out.
You know what? Because the 49ers are so hungry for that. If they go in there healthy, pray for the other team.
And we are. God. I think we have Farrell. I forget how you say his last name. He's the only person. He's the only person on our team that's questionable of return. Everyone else is back at practice.
Tell you have to pull Debo and George Kittle off of whomever we're playing, and not to mention Trent Williams. Oh my God! The other team is coming in. Oh, that's going to be rough. Anyway, we do have to go. Hey, Cal, I see you Sunday, huh?
Yes, we do.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Ronbo?
Yeah.
Can we get a Niner shout out?
Oh, hell yes. Niners!
Oh, Niners! Oh, Ronbo, good talking to you.
Always good talking to you, Cal.
Everyone else listening, let's go, Niners. Here we go. Kyle. Have a good night, Ronbo.
You too, thanks. And Steven, little Rome. Come on in, Steven.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Steven, man, we got there, man. We're there. Now it's just all about the intensity. And listen to the 49ers talk. There's no fooling around. Even George Kittle has gotten serious from what he's saying. He says, right now, usually we're kind of hanging loose. We're doing this and that. Nobody's hanging loose. We're straight on focus. I am so ready to see these guys in action.
I just hope they don't take themselves too seriously and hurt themselves, Especially this year. That's the only thing. If you take yourself too serious, you have a high chance of hurting yourself.
Well, you know what the thing is? I think he means they're so dialed in because the 49ers have had enough of coming away with bizarre losses. What are the odds of last year getting the quarterback's arm broke? And what are the odds of Kwasky T missing and dropping what would have been a game-changing INT against the Rams? That's all I'm going to take it. Kwasky got the ball, secure the catch.
Or what are the odds of?
Yeah,
Well, what are the odds of George Kittle getting that offensive pass interference call
against the
Super Bowl in
Chiefs
the 2019?
And Richard Sherman all of a sudden turning to crap in a Super Bowl. I love Richard. I'm just saying, but that was not the same Richard Sherman that used to make those plays when Sammy Watkins went out there and smoked him twice. I said, and everybody blames Jimmy, but there were so many factors in that game that caused that finish. So I said,
we had, because everyone's going to talk about Jimmy because he overthrew Emmanuel Sanders.
Play was all it
what
took.
Are the odds?
Well, he could have overcame the loss maybe, but they were going to get the ball back with about a minute and a half to go. So there's no guarantee that touchdown was going to win that game. But the earlier things you mentioned, like George Kittle, that push-off they call him George Kittle, the Watkins touchdown downfield, there were several other things, too, that happened. Jimmy got blasted head-to-head. You could hear that helmet crash all the way into the next county.
Yep.
No flag.
You even got to see, the paint chips fly off of it, too.
So, it's... Anyway, that can't happen.
But, Ronbo, I'm excited because playoffs is tomorrow. We get to see D'Amico tee off against the Browns and see if the Browns are actually as good as everyone says they are. Granted, the Texans aren't great offensively, but however, D'Amico is a very defensive-minded coach. And if there's one thing I want to see is how he'll match up.
Yeah, he'll slow the Browns down. But like you're saying, can that young offense, do they know enough to do this?
Yep, and here's the thing too: is if the Texans beat the Browns, then I don't know who they play there because I think they play the Ravens. I think they do. I could be wrong though, but
interesting.
If the Browns get beat out by the Texans, then that tells us that we have an easier trip going to the Super Bowl because Kansas City is not really worth a damn anymore. Baltimore might be the only one in the running that could actually do something, unless for some odd reason they play a team and they get, just blocked out. Because I don't see two Harbaughs winning 2 championships in the same year. It just doesn't happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
And the NFL will try to probably push that narrative. Yeah. And if they get in that game, they'll try to push the Ravens and do all kind of bizarre things to make sure that they win. I don't know how they plan these things, but they can make it happen. Something like the Super Bowl when we played the Chiefs.
I have a feeling.
That push off. That wasn't a push.
I have a feeling, Ronbo.
It's not
I don't think we're going to see the Ravens in the Super Bowl. I just don't see it happening. I think what's going to happen is if Miami beats Kansas City at home in negative 30-degree weather, then there's nothing. There is nothing. What was it? That's going to stop them.
Well, the Ravens would get stopped if, indeed, I think Josh Allen can beat the Ravens.
I think so, too. I think if he starts, building that relationship with Stephon Diggs, I think the Ravens are going to be in trouble because we were pretty much just dominating the Ravens until we kept getting penalty after penalty after penalty and then turnovers.
It's like 2 minutes to get that touchdown. We just marched right down the field on that vaunted defense. And then we
torched him for that touchdown.
Wait, your turn. Get it. Okay. No, that's a Raven. Yes. Niners, what the hell are you doing? God. Oh. So, I can't imagine playing that comedy errors again.
I just hope George Odom, comes back. That'd be really cool. That'd be hella cool. Because supposedly he was at practice. So,
that arm's okay.
But we get Eric Armstead, Jair Brown. Who else? I mean, we get people that were on the IR that we completely forgot were on the IR. Granted, we're not going to see Drake Jackson, which kind of sucks because I was really excited to see him. But I guess he got knee surgery.
Oh, his knee. He hurt his knee. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. But apparently he was originally on the IR for a hamstring injury, but he went and got knee surgery, which is strange. But
no, that's what the problem was in the first place. We got Chase over there.
Juwan Jennings is back.
We got Randy Gregory over there. Yeah,
I want to say this. Offensively, our receivers are pretty fucking good. Because Juwan Jennings is a sleeper that everyone just seems to overlook every time. I don't get it. I don't know why, but as long as it keeps happening, I think we'll be okay.
See, because you can't guard
we'll be actually more than okay with Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, you can't guard him. Now, when you add Juwan Jennings and Juszczyk is now all of a sudden being put into play, what the hell is an off defense going to do? I think Kyle waited this time of year to get Juszczyk going on purpose. Now, you want to take down my big three? All right. Juice. How are you going to do that?
Or Kittle.
Oh,
you ever notice something, Kittle? You ever notice something about Kittle is that he gets these crazy-ass passes that are almost uncatchable. And he gets like an amazing drive off of it. You ever notice how George Kittle is probably like one of the skinnier tight ends in the entire NFL, yet nobody could tackle him?
I think he's just long, but he's dense. I've seen guys like that. They look thin because of their length. But when you see him up close, you can see there's that's got depth in those arms. Oh man, we're out of time. hey, Steven, we gotta go. I'm gonna see you Sunday, so we can. I'm telling you, if the Cowboys win, guys, look for me to be losing my mind. I will be on. Just say, guys, they did it.
I don't think the Cowboys are gonna win. I think Green Bay might win. If Green Bay, Ronbo, and then imagine if the Eagles lose.
Fuck. I see that.
You want to just give us the NFCG?
We're gonna go. Production's getting crazy with me. All right, let me see you Sunday. All right, Steven. You have a little bit, best little roam. All right,
I'll see you. I'll see you Sunday. We'll do.
It's ready for some Latino heat. Latino heat, baby, no.
Go Pack, go.
Man, this weekend's playoffs could be hilarious. If the wrong thing happens,
you know what's funny about that game? It's a possibility the Packers can, but I honestly think LaFleur is really gonna outcoach dumbass McCarthy. He's gonna get fired.
He actually can too. You're right.
You forget that is the old Shanahan offense, and for some reason that Shanahan offense just can run all over you.
And the Cowboys have a lot of problems with that. Yeah.
Texas boy, you other guys out here, you guys need to worry about Green Bay. I'm sorry to say that y'all need to really worry about Green Bay. If y'all get ahead, y'all win. No, if they get ahead, Cowboys win.
Yeah.
Don't let Green Bay run all over you. You know your defense is not that great. Your running defense is not that great.
And remember, you weren't supposed to beat the Lions last week anyway. So, you know.
Yeah, like I said, Green Bay, the Cowboys have an edge. Just do not let Green Bay get ahead. You let them get ahead, you guys are going to be out of trouble. Sorry to say. You can just see that. And McCarthy's going to get flustered. So is Jackson. That's going to look all bad. Don't let them win.
Oh, I need that Dak, I need that Dak after a pick face, too. I love when he has that look on his face like, what? What happened?
Cowboys should win that game. But if they get out coached, that's going to be the funniest shit ever this season. That's just going to be sad for them. Ooh.
Okay.
I can care less who wins, honestly. No matter who we play, we're going to win.
It's just fun to watch the Cowboys look bad. Because every time I hear about America's team and how they should, this is it for Cowboys shit, it's Super Bowl to bust and all that stuff. I said, you know what, why y'all think are they that good to y'all? Really? Because, I mean, they ain't beat nobody over 500 yet except for the Eagles.
They're an East Coast team. And you think about it, I'm like, really? Like you said, you look at who the teams they lost to. What kind of team was it? They were running teams.
Cardinals.
We were running teams. Cardinals were running teams. They lost to running teams, like I said. Don't let the Packers start that run game. They let that run game go. They're going straight to the toilet.
Jones is back.
That's the problem. So, Green Bay don't pay attention. They're going to have a horrible game. Hey.
Jackson, boy, please come by and visit if y'all don't make it out of that. I'm going to tell you what, I'll be nice to you. I'll ask everybody, I'll beg everybody, please be nice to Texas boy. Let him come on in and talk. I like to hear what he has to say.
But don't let them be nice, no, because they're in here talking. I read the comments earlier talking about Dak leads the league in touchdowns. I'm like, leading the league in touchdowns doesn't mean a damn thing anyway.
No, against who? Against who, Texas boy?
It doesn't. Okay, put it like this, Ronbo. Not to defend Dak, but think about it. If it was us with Purdy when he's elected to lead touchdown, we would be talking shit too. So you have to take it. Yeah, they have some right to talk. Let them talk. It's fine. Like I said, don't get in their game and flush the Dak. He's going to go straight to the toilet. So
beat the Jets.
That's the thing.
Beat the Patriots. And see, this is why I'm never going to respect that. I mean, y'all built your reputation on beating teams that got draft picks up high up in the lot. You know, and then you walk around talking about how great they are. I can't believe analysts that have been around for years talking like that. Why doesn't somebody say something? Only everyone every now and then, well, looking at the caliber of talent that Dallas has dominated, you have to question, well, yeah, you do. Yes. Oh.
It's the East Coast team. What do you expect? It's the East Coast team. Like I said, they give them all the props in the world. People supposedly like them so much. But at the end of the day, you look at the fan base, who travels more? Them or Niner fans? So it's just, you got it, they get all hyped up, but when do you see their teams when do you see it, an opposing fans, Niners say, Niners go to those games, and who do you see more at the opposing team? You see a whole bunch of Niners fans.
But I got into a big fight on Twitter about that. Dude say, man, most of them fans just happen to be 49er fans, and they live in them cities. Y'all ain't traveling like that. Oh, what's that got to do with anything? I said the logo
put
travels.
It like this. Okay, even if it's true and they live in that city, where's your fans at?
Yeah.
We go to Dallas, but I literally know people that live in Texas that are Niner fans. I hang out with these dudes. I've been to games with them, been to Levi's, been to out-of-state games, and they're all Niner fans from Texas talking about, fuck the Cowboys, we're Niner fans.
You're damn right.
So I've seen it personally, and you've met some of the guys I know, so
and
it's like, you guys got to really...
You know, I'm sorry. You can't say that we don't travel. The logo travels. That's it. And traveling means over the amount of time that the 49ers have influenced certain areas and fan bases and took over, you know? Come on, man. It's like that. Y'all ain't won a title in 30 years. Well, what did your team do in the 30 years? You ain't caught up yet? Oh, there's some BS.
Who gives a damn what they think or whatever.
talking empty.
They all talk. Everybody talks. We talk, they talk, but it's just a lot of times they can't back it up. I haven't learned the language excuse everybody uses towards us. Well, at least what's the point of going if you don't win? I'm like, when's the last time you went? When's the last time you went? Especially Cowboys fans. I'm like, oh, it's been 30 years. You know, Rams just won theirs over 20 years. So it's been a while for them too. So I don't like to see why they like hollering. Like if it wasn't for the greatest show on turf.
I know, right?
And
now they act like they do it all the time. We gotta go, fam. Let me see you Sunday, because I'm gonna try to get as many people on the phone as I can on and off. But I appreciate it, Billy. You know this. Let's see you Sunday, fam.
But yeah. The one thing I do want to see, I would actually like to see Detroit in the NFC Championship. You know, so we can shut up Don Burst. Somebody said Detroit, everybody. Last time they were exciting. What team did they beat? They beat the Cowboys. I don't think they're gonna do that to us. They don't have Barry Sanders this time around. So you need to relax.
All right, fam.
All right.
Good point.
You have a good one.
Sunday. You too. Fans, wait. Boy. Ellis!
Yo.
Ellis, come on in, man. I'm looking at all them.
Ron Biggity Bow.
I'm looking at all them stars. We got stars running up down that roster, man. It got nasty with high-level A-lister talent. The thing is, Adam Peters is leaving. I'm not sure if that's going to affect our college picks. I mean, the dude is a wizard at doing what he does. And, yeah. So what are you thinking?
Said you're not sure about – what about Adam Peters?
Yeah, Adam Peters, he's on his way to Washington. He's going to be their new GM. They fired Mayhew,
right.
and they brought in Peters. And, you know, maybe Mayhew makes his way back to San Francisco.
Yeah, I think it's only right. You know, I don't know why he would be. Well, I mean, shit. They made him. You know, he's only there for 2 seasons. They made him. They made him but they made him come in and take in Ron Rivera and the staff that was already there. I mean, he didn't just outright go and clean house because he was trying to probably give an opportunity. You know, was trying to be so he just want to come in there and just start. You know, you know. Dumping everybody, but it's like, shit, what is he supposed to do? You guys had Ron Rivera and all this stuff. I mean, he may not have had the full control because of the other owner. If that other owner was there, he may not have given Mayhew the keys like that. You know what I mean?
I wonder if he gets Peters, probably. I'll bet. That's the only reason why Peters probably
well, because it's a new owner. Yeah, well, I believe it's new ownership. Well, it is new ownership and everything now. So now they got the keys and they got the guy from the Golden State Warriors and him and Adam Peters were college, you know, buddies and stuff like that. So it just, you know, it was all, you know, politics and you know, friendship or whatever, which is cool. But I don't know, man. You know, Adam Peters was responsible for a lot of our late round picks, you know, including Brock Purdy and
George Kittle.
You know, Ambry Thomas and George Kittle and Dre Greenlaw and you know a few of our really great players on the team. So you know when you have a gift, it's not really something that you can coach or that you just have. It's you can't teach it. It's something that you got to just have. I meant to say, and Adam Peters has that. So the scouting department is not going to be. If they're not really good at eyeing talent and being able to see the gifts underneath, you know, the exterior of a person and their abilities, and that comes with belief. It comes with, you know, just a certain, it's a certain type of anointing. I'm going to say that you got to have. So and he had that. So I don't know how much this is going to affect, you know, if it's going to be drastically, it affects our future draft, you know, draft picks, but it's going to be we're going to see some differences. I just hope it's not too much and they can kind of bring in somebody and keep some of the guys that we already had there too, because we also have individual, you know, scouting personnel and stuff like that worked, you know, alongside Adam and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that they're able to, still give us some presence when it comes to the drafting and scouting moving forward. Because that was a big loss, dude. I can't imagine us losing Wilkes right now. If we lose Wilkes and our general manager, it's going to be, we'll find a replacement, but who the hell is that going to be? You know what I mean?
I can't imagine, because you got a couple of people out there. Some of the legendary coaches just got fired, but do they want to be assistants like that?
Yeah, man. There's no real telling, and that's kind of what. Hello?
Oh, okay. I thought that was your phone. I'm still here.
No, that's somebody else. Yeah, but no, it's a little shaky, when it comes to that. Shout out to him though. I was kind of hoping that we would have done something, to move. I hope John's been doing his homework. I hope that he's
learned something.
They're trying to figure out who else they're going to have to kind of come in and make up for that, that void. At least even just a little bit, can try to, find somebody to fill that void, or even a little bit, for Adam being gone. But I'm glad to see though all the APs and stuff like that. The guys that, that did get it. It's just unfortunate that, the guys who did get snubbed. I mean, I don't think Nick Bosa really played up to par this year the way that he, should have. Maybe it had a lot to do with the contract holding out. Debo had a real big slump after doing the holdout for the contract, and shit like that. So hopefully we don't have that as a reoccurrence when it comes to Ayuk moving forward. I hope, that Kyle or the men with the money that are doing the negotiating, make sure that they come through and don't allow that to take up and wait all the way until, right before training camp. Like, get the shit out the way so that there's not this long, drawn-out missing period of time where guys are just disconnected from the team because they're all about money and they're thinking about their money, and which they should. But don't let that hold up these guys getting right back in and picking up where they left off, so that they can have sluggish seasons following a big payout.
True, and sign them early, please. Don't wait until August. We gotta go, fam. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna see you Sunday. Yeah. And hopefully I get to, I'm going to have like party hats and streamers if the Cowboys should lose to the Green Bay Packers. Oh, I got it. Oh, Jesus. But anyway.
So we play the lowest seed though, right? So we're going to be playing who wins out of the Buccaneers game. Is that right? Or is it between the?
I don't know. I really don't.
Because I thought we played who wins out of the Buccaneers and the, in the whatchamacallit?
Eagles.
In the Kegels. Yeah.
We'll see. I don't even know how they calculate that.
All right.
All right, fam.
Right on.
Thank you.
Shout out.
Squad.
Shout out.
I'll see you in one of these games. I'm not sure which one. All right.
Yeah. We'll be through. I have the squad with me likely on Sunday. I think I'll at least have. Well, Monday's a holiday, so I think I will have all the squad throughout until Monday or whatever. But yeah, man, thanks for the platform as always, fam. Shout out to the faithful. Shout out all the fam. Tony Tone. Shout out Papa D. Shout out Frank. Shout out Evan. Shout out Emilio, man. Shout out all the family, man. Shout out to chat too. Y'all know what it is. Right. Hopefully y'all in there, knocking them down.
All right, Ellis. Appreciate you, fam.
Rudy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Rudy, y'all going down, man. Y'all going down.
Well, went up. Okay. Anyway, Ellis. All right, fam. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. You too. Thanks.
Thanks, Ellis. Oh, God. Tribe in your statements. Kyle was never in the running for Coach of the Year. When your team is stacked, Tribe, listen carefully. When your team is stacked, you're not in the running for Coach of the Year. And by the way, the Rams in 49 game was not an embarrassment. Everybody knew we were playing our backups, except for you. Hey, BM, come on in.
You know what it is, baby boy.
Yes.
Playoff motherfucking football is about to start, baby. And we sitting back waiting on our opponent to show us their fucking face.
Hey,
what do you want, Ronbo?
How did playoffs go? Which game's loser or winner do we get next week?
Okay,
Or winner, should I say?
If I think Green Bay is the number 6 seed or 7?
That's right. Depending upon your seeding. I don't know who the last
Right.
seed is. Is it Green Bay? It must be
no,
Green Bay.
No, Green Bay is the last seed.
Okay.
Philly is the 5th seed.
Yeah, so it's not them.
And who is the other game that got to be played?
Okay, you got the Rams.
Detroit. Oh, the Rams is the 6th seed.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Green Bay knock off Dallas, it don't matter about the Rams or the Eagles game.
Yeah.
We're gonna automatically play Green Bay. I mean, right? Okay. If Green Bay get knocked off,
yeah,
and then it depends on if the Rams win. If the Rams win, we will play the Rams. If the Rams lose, it's automatic. We will play the Eagles.
Wow.
So it just depends on how that goes.
What an exciting first week of the playoffs for coming up, and tomorrow. And this weekend's games are already going to be so entertaining. If the Cowboys even struggle with the Green Bay Packers, I'm going to be losing it. You know, I don't know what to expect with Tampa Bay and the Eagles, because the Eagles look like they just quit. They don't believe in themselves, and they certainly don't seem to believe in the system any further.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't like the way they motherfucking coach Ronbo. So
Sirianni,
I go out there and get the fuck beat out of him. He think he know more than the game itself. So I hope they go out there and get the holy dog shit beat out of him. You hear me?
That would be fun to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be very fun to watch. And it'll be even more fun to watch. It'll be even more fun to watch if they get the holy fuck beat out of them. That the next day you hear that they have fired his goddamn ass.
Yeah.
I would be jumping for joy.
That conversation's floating around. I don't know where it's coming from, but yeah, Sirianni, if he goes in there, especially if he loses in embarrassing fashion.
I mean, think about it, Ronbo. Think about it. We lost 3 straight, and everybody went to counting us out. If you look at any other of these talk shows, Philly is the best team. Everything got to go through Philly. The 49ers this, 49ers that. Then we go up there. They was 10-1. We beat their goddamn ass right there on their field.
I mean, beat them too. Just
planted our damn flag on their field and let them know. Y'all beat us last year with 10 players, but we gonna kick y'all ass this year to show you what it's supposed to be. And then guess what? They crumbled every cent.
They have been right defending them.
I got a homeboy. This is the funny thing right here, Ronbo. I got a homeboy that grew up a Dallas Cowboy fan. You feel me? But he liked Jalen Hurts. And he be wanting Hurts to beat his Cowboy. I'll be like, well,
God, that is twisted.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to figure him out. He confuses me sometimes.
He's a Cowboy fan. It is confusing.
It's so funny because in the end, I tell him, I say, hey, you know what's always funny? Your team is either going to cancel both of y'all fuckboys, both of the motherfuckers you like out. So either way it goes, either Jalen going to whoop your Cowboys and make me happy, or your Cowboys going to go out there and whoop the Eagles and make me happy. And the only thing we got to do is go out there and knock one of you fuckboys off from there. You know what I'm saying?
And we know how to do that.
And we know how to do it because we whoop both their motherfucking ass.
God.
You know? So.
See. You know what? Though people would stop hating on the Cowboys so much if they stop yelling out and screaming every time America's team is, give me a break with that. God. Why?
That's back in the day, Ronbo. You know, my daddy always say that.
It's 2024.
And I tell my dad, I say, hey, man, I tell my dad, I said, that American team bull crap is doing your time. I said, I ain't never liked them dudes.
It's over. We stop calling them that now.
You know, but I'm gonna tell you like this, Ronbo. I think this NFL stuff is a real script. It really just looks too looked too storyized, looked like a storybook. I honestly think the NFC Championship is going to come down to the 49ers and the Cowboys.
I know.
The AFC Championship is going to come down to the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm. These are the biggest
Super
moneymakers.
Bowl,
That's why. That's going to sell
Super
tickets.
Bowl is going to come down to the 49ers and the Bills. And the Bills will lose. And watch, if the Bills lose, the Cowboys is going to start a cycle just like we've been going through. They're going to start being able to make it to the NFC Championship, but just can't get there. You feel what I'm saying?
I do.
It just looked too familiar.
Because certain teams will make the league money if they're involved. You need to have the 49ers and Cowboys. You need to have the Steelers. There's a couple. The Rams recently have been made a little more popularized. The Ravens, I guess, because they've been doing this for a few years as well. There's about 6 teams that the league knows they need to perpetuate in order to make more benefits for the NFL. And you can see it, you know.
And then this is something else you have to think about, Ronbo, real quick before we go.
Yeah, because we got 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Out of everything that has happened in football throughout the years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, Pete Carroll gets let go. Bill Belichick gets let go. And Nick Saban out of college football just decides to walk away. The three of the supposed to be great coaches, and you know what I'm saying, that the league has seen and college football has seen, just walk, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. And Harbaugh's going to come back as well. We got to go.
Think about it. Think about it.
It's clear.
Hey,
It's going to be.
I look forward to hearing from you the next time, baby boy.
I'll be back Sunday, man. Don't let the Cowboys lose. You see me for all day. All right, fam.
Okay. All right, Ronbo.
Have a great night, fam. Appreciate you. It's B-Ham.
All right.
Out in that big rig. In his big truck making them big bucks. He might be at home, though. Hey, and let's bring in the great Bazzini.
Ronbo.
It's that good time, fun time year of the football season. Here we go. All the trash talking. All the BS. Everything that's been going down for 17 to 18 weeks. Now you got to pay the damn piper. Is everything you said? Oh, they get. You know what? Because Dallas has been chosen. It's either Super Bowl or bust. Okay. And the 49ers got all that talent. They got, it's theirs to lose, it's being said. And the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is the greatest thing since sliced bread for football. Now, and the Broncos, not the Broncos, but the Bills and Josh Allen has been the child of great expectation for how many years? Now, as BM just said, the actors are in place. The script may be there, which is very frightening. And we're about to start this show.
About to start it, Ronbo. The biggest thing is, like I said, we'll know this weekend is going to give us more clarity. We don't have to worry about it this weekend. Clarity. I'm going to just reiterate, okay? We know the script writers. Here's one thing they already showed their hand when they fumbled the effing bag and cheated for fucking Dallas over that Detroit game.
Yep.
We want Detroit to beat the Rams because we don't want nobody in our division because our division knows us, okay?
That's a good point.
We want Dallas to win because guess what? That would automatically put the number 2 and 3 seed against each other.
Yeah. Oh.
Detroit will go down there with such a chip on their shoulder that it will be their Super Bowl, and they will tell the script writers and Vinovich and everybody else, F you, we're going to kick their ass. And that's the perfect scenario for us. My upset of the week, and I'm going to be brief because I'm getting ready to step into the bar. I just got off work, as you said, Ronbo. I did do that. Is Kansas City will lose to Miami. Take that one to the bank. The great Bazzini has spoken.
Ooh. Remember that.
Okay.
Kansas City will go down any of that cold weather. Go ahead, man.
Tyreek Hill will have a game. I don't like to see nothing bad happen, but this is one of two things that's going to happen. They will run the ball on them. Our old offensive coordinator will run the ball on them, and either Kelsey pulls a hamstring or they double him the whole game. Kansas City out of there.
You're right. And the camera will zoom up into the box where Tay-Tay will be standing skating with her hands on her face. Oh, my God.
Stay
Tell
out
me
of
somebody. Tay, no, he's coming home.
What's up? What's going on, boss?
I love your scenario, fam.
Okay, young fella.
Boz must be still at work.
So, Ronbo, that's how it's going to go down, man. Real easy.
I love it. I do love it. And hey, Boz, Buffalo and the brotherly love city, Philly.
So, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I will check back in with you later on Sunday.
Boz, you have a second. Could you Tampa Bay, Philly?
Oh, Tampa Bay, Philly. Yeah, Philly is gonna win that game.
They should.
Philly's gonna win that game.
Just so they can
and
lose
we will
the
have
next one.
Philly first.
Ooh.
Yeah, we will have Philly first.
Ooh.
We will have Philly first. Detroit, Dallas, Philly, Frisco. We'll get Philly out of here.
And they'll be in our house. We own them for having to come to their house 2 times back to back. Philly, come on down.
So, Ronbo, I'm going to check back in Sunday.
We're looking for you, fam. All right. Night, Boz.
Good night.
Oh, God. This weekend's playoffs are going to be so much fun. God, there's so many reasons to just get all excited. Ooh. 49er Brian.
Hey, Ronbo, how you doing? Are you okay from all that Rudy episode?
I try. I've got allies now on Twitter that we attack in a pack now. So I pulled out. And they kept going, and I had to come back in again. I couldn't stand it. So Rams fans.
Who was that kicked him out? Oh, yeah, they do. Hey, shout out to whoever kicked him out. That was excellent. So, Ronbo, I'm a little worried about losing our big guy that we lost to Washington. What was it? Adam Peters?
Adam Peters, yes.
You know, I'm just wondering what can I get your opinion on what Trent Baalke would think?
Well, the thing is, in the beginning, I thought to myself I should go back and have a conversation with Jed York, and maybe we could make up for some of the problems we had years ago. Because that team's right and ready to go, and some of the leadership that I've been watching hasn't been adequate enough to 49ers standard. If anybody meets the standard, it's me. And if it wasn't for if it wasn't for Colin Kaepernick, I'd had 4 or 5 rings on that table right now.
That's true. Trent, real quick, what do you think of Harbaugh winning the national championship? I got to know what you think on that too.
Well, I got to tell you right now, I never questioned his capabilities. The guy was just an asshole, and I couldn't get along with him. Had he listened to me, we'd have got more things done. I admit I tried to trade him to Cleveland and try to get that running back wide receiver out of Cleveland, but that's neither here nor there, and it's all about business, nothing personal. And he took it the wrong way. And he went to Jed and he started crying like a baby. Well, I said, you know what, both of you guys can go straight to hell, and I took over. I fired him, and I told Jed to go home, put his diaper on, and put his pacifier on, shut up and let me run this team. And you know what happened after that.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. That was really good, Ronbo. Oh, my gosh. No, you did the best Trent Baalke ever.
Trent's so strange. I started watching that dude instead of what's wrong with this dude?
Can we fire Trent Baalke but then bring him back as an advisor? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Hey, right, Brian, I'm serious, though. One thing Trent wasn't bad at, now you don't want to pick out your offensive people, but Trent could pick out some defense. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, I was making a cheat Carroll reference there. You know what I mean? Fire the guy, then say, "Oh no, he's an advisor." Can we get the elephant out of the room? Can we be happy that Carroll's gone? I don't know. Can we?
Well,
please.
Brian, do you think he hasn't been a factor for the last? Is it 3 seasons or just 2? Yeah, the Eagles.
Yeah, the Sea Trash are tired of losing to the 49ers every year. That's their problem.
Yeah, that's why they're going to go to another
crying
direction
about
now.
it.
You know, that's why they went and got.
Yeah.
He was a fall guy. So I can't imagine. Brian, you see the talent that's out there now running around that the Hawks could hire?
Oh yeah. Dan Quinn is what I hear.
Really? Dan Quinn's going to come back? He doesn't scare me.
Yeah, that's what I heard from a bunch of Sea Trash today. They're all talking about they want Dan Quinn. Yeah, good luck with that.
Who's going to get for his OC? Is that going to be? Because see, that thought about having Belichick, but Belichick runs his own show. You can't. He's not going to an organization where he's not in full control. But you got Saban that might have had enough of college football anyway. Could he be in the mix? Harbaugh is definitely in the mix. But would he want to be in? I don't know if he'd want to be a Hawks fan, but he'd probably be professional about it. He realizes that Carroll's gone and Carroll is his biggest nemesis. Would he throw that to the side and come in and take over and try to rebuild the Hawks? And he would make them tough. There's no doubt about it. Harbaugh's a damn good coach, Brian.
Yeah. Well, you know that old saying from Jerry Maguire, show me the money.
Yeah. But you know what, Brian, if I'm any of those guys, I'm going to the Chargers because the table's set. They just need somebody who knows what they're doing over there. They got a great quarterback. They've got some great pieces. The defense is tough. I don't know why they get their butt beat all the time. It makes no sense. It's got to be the coaching.
Yeah, I think everybody's just on to Pete Carroll, you know. I think his time has just come. Sorry. You got to move on. You can't do the same stuff every year, you know. And the team's getting old. Bobby Wagner's getting old. Lockett's old.
Out there. I know.
Yeah, they need to start fresh. I mean, it happens to the Niners, you know.
I know, right? Yeah.
So,
we remember that.
So,
God.
Oh my God, do we remember the hard way?
Damn,
so
it's dark every day.
The other thing I was gonna, So, I was wondering too. The games that are coming up, the one that I'm only worried about, I think we already talked about it, was Flacco. I just do not want to see those Browns.
Dude, that's why I'm rooting so hard for D'Amico to get rid of them. Damn, that defense is really scary.
And the thing about Flacco is he looks like he's having fun and he doesn't have a care in the world, and that's dangerous. You know.
He's throwing a lot of INTs, but he's still scoring points, and the defense comes in and cleans up his mess no matter what he does. We got to go though, fam.
You know,
clock ran out.
All right, Ronbo.
I'll see you Sunday though.
Well,
good time Sunday. This Sunday.
Okay, what time are you rolling on Sunday? I don't even know what game you're covering.
I'll put it up on social media. I'm not sure yet because.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right, man. Cool beans. Love you. Love the fam. Have a good night, everybody.
We all love you too, Brian. You have a great night. See you Sunday.
All right. See you later.
All right. And let's bring him in. Here he is, the leader of the Dragon Clan, Papa Dragon. Pop.
Ooh-wee.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
What?
Randy, I understand that you've taken a lot of blows to the head, but listen, we heard you the first time.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Pop, tell me this, because I want somebody to say it to make me feel even more fun. Are the Green Bay Packers going to march into Dallas and run them out? Oh, God, I'd love that. Pop,
I say they have a 20% chance to do it.
Just 20%.
They have a 20% chance, but
not going to happen. Damn it.
Dallas is pretty tough at home.
I know.
Dallas is pretty tough at home.
They can't play at home, except when they play us, but they can't beat everybody else up.
Everybody's got a chance. That's just the way it is. So,
football is football. It ain't a 6-game or 7-game series.
And Jerry Jones is putting the pressure on already.
I know that statement he made the other day about
McCarthy. Pressure on McCarthy already. Oh yeah, Jerry Jones putting the pressure on already. He's like, we'll have to evaluate it by game basis.
That's not what he usually says. He usually pumps up whoever's the head coach is like they're the greatest thing since anything. I mean, he didn't say anything like that this time.
No, Well, he didn't, and rightfully so, because that last game with Detroit, Detroit lost that game.
Well, the refs
It
took that game
just
away
makes
from them.
no mathematical sense.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true.
Go for 2 points. To go for 2 points at the end of the game on the road.
He did it early in the game, too, Pop. Early in the game, they had a chance to get some points. No, we got a yard to go. 4th down. Let's go. Right up against the goal line. What? Coach, it's the first quarter. I said go for the 2. Damn.
All I'm saying is that I think because of scenarios like that, Dallas is in a position they're in. But it wasn't Detroit. The problem was that at the end of the drive with McCarthy, instead of running the ball, he was throwing the ball. If he had ran the ball, he could have ran the clock out or ran it down really low, and Detroit would have never had that opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think that decision making.
But amplify that just a little further. I can continue. Don't lose your place. Well, listen, what is up with coaches? There's more than just McCarthy, and so Kyle has that problem. There's other coaches who have that same problem, not knowing when to burn the clock. Why would that be? We're watching it. They're astute. They got that job because of their intelligence. Why do coaches do that?
Because I think they're in a rare position that they are the head coach and offensive coordinator, and there is nobody to override that position or override that line of thinking at the time. You see what I'm saying? So it's like either one of those guys. I think if they were just head coaching instead of calling the plays, would have been like, no, what are you doing? He got on the phone, got to the offensive coordinator, and be like, no, y'all need to run the ball here.
I got 3.5 minutes run. Run the ball.
Exactly. We have seen this before. We've seen Buddy Ryan punch his offensive coordinator in the face on the sideline because he wouldn't run the ball. You remember that?
I didn't see that. But you know what? That's how you instill. When I tell you something, that's why his sons are so pumped up. They're like they're dead.
Yeah. So I think one of the reasons why a lot of these coaches that call plays draw so much criticism is because of that. There's nobody to override them. That's why I always put Andy Reid at the very top. Because for some reason, Andy Reid seems to act like an offensive coordinator and a head coach at the same time, and he's able to pull it off. And he very rarely makes those kind of mistakes. And Shanahan's mistakes are just amplified by the moment. So it's like the bigger the game gets, I think that he's more prone to make a mistake, and he can't pull himself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we need him to pull himself out of it this year if they're going to bring home the trophy. Because it's all on him this year.
Yep.
You can't blame Jimmy this year, Ronbo.
Yeah. And he's got the talent.
You can't blame him yet.
No, there's no quarterback to blame.
Based on what the paper says. But paper says Brock Purdy, Pro Bowler.
Hey,
I don't want to hear it now.
But look at the talent that's around that Pro Bowler. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And they're all grizzled vets now.
I already know.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk was second-team All-Pro.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't want to hear it.
And George and CMC, unanimous Pro Bowl All-Pros.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That never happened.
Exactly. So it's a tough position to be in as an OC and as a head coach. But I guarantee you this: Shanahan, his feet ain't even lukewarm and won't be. Because remember, he got a contract extension this year, so
Jed loves him.
I've been telling people that too. It's like he's worth too much in this league right now. With the way that the league is going, a lot of these old school coaches are getting swept to the side, and you got to pause for a second and say, you know what? Is Shanahan onto something? Is his way of doing things, maybe, is it the way it should be done? Because no one loses more talent than the 49ers right now.
Every year?
We lose coaches every year. And it's not that I'm not worried about Peterson leaving. I'm worried about who he takes with him.
I forgot about that. There's always that ripple effect.
Who does he take with them, right? And it's the whole Bill Clinton. I remember a comedian said he was talking about that intern of his, and he's like, imagine how famous you are. Somebody does the DJ on you, and now you're famous. That's what Shanahan's like right now. Shanahan's like that right now. Because, like, Bob Greasy, people are talking about him for OC. He's only only got 2 years coaching experience in his life.
You know, it's just
so it's like, what?
But,
Are you serious?
There's McVay, Shanahan. How old is what's his name over in Green Bay? These guys are all the next generation. Even that guy over in Arizona with his arms folded and never moves. I mean, that coach had me amused. You see, Pop, he's just standing with his arms folded, not saying, his neck wasn't moving, his eyes weren't blinking. And the Cardinals looked like they were serious. I said, you know what? That team's next year, get ready. The Cardinals ain't playing. That coach knows what he's doing. But,
you know who's not playing, though, honestly, is the people that aren't playing are the 49ers. I mean, they are talented, they're tough, they're arrogant. You know, so they're the ones. I mean, I know people are coming up and stuff like that, but think about it. Over the last, you throw away the garbage years that the 49ers have had, and ever since then, they've been really, really, really tough. Been really a quarterback away. Now they got the quarterback. No matter what coaches they lose, they're still, you know, going after the Super Bowl.
Amen to that.
No matter who they lose,
Pop,
it's crazy. So
we got to go. But listen, Sunday, let's continue and talk about this potential dynasty, because I know that's where we was going with this. Hey. Right.
It's potential. It's potential, but a lot of things have to go right.
Always,
and
though.
Shanahan has to be at the top of his game, so to speak. He cannot do the things that he's done in the past.
The talent.
He's got to evolve. If he can't evolve, Ronbo, and I believe that he has been growing, but if he can't evolve on game day, his game day acumen. Yes, we got a chance.
I love it. We got to go, Pop. I will see you Sunday. And
All right.
we'll continue to evolve into the
sir.
week. Sorry, Pop. Get my best and Boom.
You
and Mrs. Dragon.
You continue to evolve as well, Ronbo.
Yeah, but you know
Shout out to you in production.
But give me a new hat. All right.
Evolve.
Like Pop.
Evolve.
So that's why I love doing this program. We do have a lot of fun. Hey, Merrick.
Hey, Ronbo. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has, Merrick. How you doing?
Good. I'm freezing. It's negative 12 where I live.
Well, Jesus Christ. What are you, in Montana?
I'm in North Idaho.
Oh, yeah, you're in that area. You know, it's wintertime. It's comfy. I bet you got the house. See, you guys have those warm, cozy houses that are built for that kind of weather. A lot of wood, right? Some of the photos that I've seen of homes out in those areas are just, wow, that looks really comfy, though. Got that fireplace going, crackling.
Yeah, got a big fireplace going.
I knew it. You got a big fire. Well, Merrick, you know what? Pour yourself a cup of something warm and enjoy. He's only got, how many more months of summer, winter? It extends a little longer, though. You got a couple more months, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, we should go back to normal, like regular weather in March.
There you go. All right. Well, Merrick, one thing that's not going to go back to normal is we're losing our probably one of the masterminds and the guy who picks out the 49ers personnel, and Adam Peters. Are we going to be all right without Adam Peters? I mean, that's a question probably not going to be answered. And next year, everybody's going to blame. If we have a lackluster draft and start dragging players in that have no business even auditioning to be a 49er, everybody says, man, you see, this is why Adam Peters is gone. Now we got all this trash coming in, pretending like they had a chance to be a 49er. What we got? I already see it coming, because you know how we are. We're very openly critical about things we probably don't even know what we're talking about, but we do. We get mad because we expect perfection. So, but that's the bad news. The good news is, Merrick, your team has a lot of all pros and pro bowlers. How do you feel about all that?
Well, I feel like even with the loss of Adam Peters, I feel like we'll be okay at least for 2 seasons. I really feel like we won't see the effects of him until then.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it's not going to be a drastic drop-off, but I am preparing that it could be a pretty big fall. I'm just hoping John Lynch and some of our other people up there have learned from Peters and can somewhat emulate what he did.
Is it possible? Because like one person said earlier, Adam Peters just has a gift. It's not something you can teach. You have those instincts or you don't. But I'm hoping maybe Lynch was just observative enough to just pay attention to what Adam thought was important in a ball player. Some of the red flags, you should see those as well. Just, I think Adam Peters may be the reason why we did not pick up DK Metcalf. Metcalf showed his ass in the interview, and that's why they moved away from him. See? So you got to know when to do that.
DK Metcalf always acts like a child, though, so I'm glad we don't have him.
And apparently this is some part of him. He said the wrong thing in the interview. He got all pissed off about a question they asked him. And the 49ers do right there, whoop, whoa, that's okay. Okay, we got it. We're out of here, thanks. I heard he really went off, too. But they should have saw Reuben Foster, too, though. As soon as they told Reuben Foster to leave the facility at the Combine, he's the only guy.
Well, Reuben Foster's in the UFL now, so.
He's the only guy in NFL history that I've heard of was asked to leave the Combine during his physical. What the hell, Reuben? What did you do? Wow. But I wanted him so bad.
In terms of the
it's a good football.
Yeah, in terms of the playoffs, though, Ronbo, who would you want us to play in the divisional round between? So it could be the Rams, the Bucks, the Eagles, or the Packers.
The Rams.
I don't want to play the Rams.
I want the Rams so badly. But you know what? Because the rest of the teams, there's nobody in the NFC that can. It doesn't matter who we play, but the Rams I want for vengeful reasons, right? That year they got away. They talked trash for the last 2 years. And we went in there with a team that had an injured quarterback, one of the best tackles in the game, if ever, with an ankle that was just hanging on by a thread. I got Kowski T out there dropping. Even with that team, I got Kowski T out there dropping what was probably going to be the game momentum changing INT. And they beat us by 3 points. And they're talking as if, we just dominated you guys in NFC CG. You guys may have owned the city, regular season for the last few years, but we beat you with a count. I'm so sick of hearing that I can't stand it. So I want to see those ass, you-know-whats, one more time, round 2.
I'm hoping that happens too, but I also can't bear it if we somehow lose to the Rams.
Oh, don't worry. If they get to the NFC CG, George Kittle and Debo alone will tell everybody else to stand back out of the way. Let us handle this. Oh, they're going to go romp shot on that. Oh, God.
Well, we could play him in the divisional, though.
Well, maybe. I'd like to see that.
What I'm hoping is we play. So what I'm hoping is, I think Dallas will beat Green Bay, unfortunately, as much as I'd love for them to lose.
I know. I'm just wishful thinking because I want to laugh.
I think Detroit will take care of the Rams, so we won't have to worry about them.
Maybe.
And then I think Tampa is going to pull the upset against the Eagles.
Do you really?
Which would mean we play the Bucks, and then Dallas plays the Lions.
There's another laugh. It won't be as funny to me as Green Bay beating Dallas. But if the Eagles melt all the way down to nothing but a cup full of water and let the Bucks beat them.
Well, they probably will, Ronbo. A.J. Brown's hurt. Devonta Smith's hurt. Jalen Hurts has a destroyed finger.
You know what? I forgot about that. They are going down, aren't they? And
no one's going to feel sympathy for them.
You know, and Jalen Hurts is not running like he did last year because his leg is hurt. You're right. The Eagles, I think, are favored, but I think they're favored just because they're the Eagles, not because of. Here's the problem. You've also got a matchup issue. Mike Evans, who do they have in their secondary? Baker's throwing that ball pretty well these
Hey,
years.
maybe James Bradbury could cover him.
Debo's favorite guy.
Yeah.
God. Merrick, it's good to hear from you. Don't be a stranger, Merrick. I'll be back Sunday looking for you, though. Okay?
Yeah, I was hoping to talk to you earlier this week, but I guess you were hiding from all the Rams fans.
Yeah, no, I've been actually. There's been a bit of war going on Twitter with me and them. That's I got to stop that. I keep falling down to their level. I really try. I watch other people dueling with them on Twitter. I watch for the longest time sometimes. Then they finally say the wrong thing. Merrick, they're bringing out maps and posting them up online, saying, "Oh, you know what? Inglewood is at least in the county or the boundary of the Los Angeles area. You guys down in Santa Clara, that's not even in the Bay Area." And I was, what the bleep does that have to do with anything? Why do you guys just pull up random BS just to start? We're the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, let me calm down. I'm all right. The Rams are not going to make me mad. You know what? I'm going to go 3 days without getting mad at the BS that's going on over there. I shouldn't be over there anyway. I should be just going to the spread, talking content and 49ers. Hey, word to everybody, don't get into the Rams over on Twitter. They do that on purpose. They get off on us getting pissed off. All right, Merrick, Merrick, this is I needed this conversation, all right? I'll see you Sunday.
All right, see ya.
All right, man. Night. And, hey, Jalen!
Cardinals, y'all are relevant. Rams, y'all some bums. Seahawks have won a ring in 10 years and counting. Boy, that can't be fun. And I told you, Ronbo, Pete was going to be gone soon. I told you Pete was going to be gone.
You did, I know. I thought he was going to be a relic around there. I thought he was going to be part of the furniture. I didn't think they would do that soon. I was shocked.
Ronbo, what are they going to do with Geno Smith and no head coach? You can pretty much kiss Seattle Super Bowl hopes goodbye. It's over with. Not to mention that the Cardinals completely tanked in order for them to lose that game. Ronbo, they missed two game-winning field goals to beat the Seahawks. Cardinals should have won that game, Ronbo. The Seahawks almost lost to the Cardinals. Seahawks are they're an embarrassment right
and
now.
Like
they really are.
The Cardinals tried to give them the game. They get a pick.
Cardinals missed 2 field goals, Ronbo. 2? Come on, man.
That was by intention.
They beat them 21-20, Ronbo. Come on now. If that ain't scripted, they wanted to give Pete one last win as a head coach.
And try to keep him around for a little longer so he can continue. Who's going to be Jalen, since we're on that subject, who's going to come over and take over now?
For the Seahawks?
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't like they got a lot of draft picks and draft capital, so man, it wouldn't be the hardest thing in the world to figure out. Like, it would be maybe
they like college coaches. Maybe they'll call Saban up. Would that be funny?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Because Belichick.
Hey, Ronbo, did you hear about who was it? Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
He got apparently he mutually parted ways, Ronbo.
That's what they say. They always say that. You gotta save face. You can't fire a guy like Belichick. That's a legend. Those people have to leave on their own accord, but make it sound that way.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of guys who Atlanta, they fired their head coach. Who else? Mike Vrabel. That caught me off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one too.
Yeah, Vrabel. It was one more. It was the command was Ron Rivera, Vrabel.
See, but if Vrabel can get fired, that means Sirianni can get fired too. Let them lose that game this weekend.
I don't know, Ronbo. He been a head coach, 2 years, 3 years?
And he did more with them in a short amount of time than I think most Eagles coaches have done, except for what's his name, Peters. What's his name, Peterson over in Jacksonville?
Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson, yeah.
Yeah, Ronbo, they did him wrong. He won y'all a ring with a backup, and y'all fired him after one missed season in the playoffs.
That owner's a silly man, though. What's that GM
Philadelphia deserves every jinx, every hiccup, and every stumble that they take because that was so stupid, Ronbo. First of all, y'all y'all build a statue for the backup quarterback, and you completely just push Carson Wentz out of the door in terms of locker room. So,
and you wonder why he turned into what he is now. He's a mental
yeah,
case
like
now.
Philly, you guys are a joke, man. Philadelphia's a joke. It really is. From the Pistons to Rocky to they cheesesteaks, they just a joke.
I forgot about them. You know,
Ronbo. Oh man, which games you gonna be looking at closely this weekend?
Definitely Detroit and L.A. The Dallas Cowboys. That's my pet game of the day. Boy, the Cowboys screwed this up, boy. Jalen, you can hear me laughing, and I mean, there'll be like a camera on me on the net worldwide, rolling around, laughing loud enough for everybody to hear me. He ain't even using no microphone. Cowboys lose let them lose to Green Bay. I already think Jordan Love is up and coming, but man,
do you think the Buccaneers can beat the Eagles, Ronbo?
Yeah, because the Eagles are hurt. AJ's hurt.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devonta's hurt. They don't have anybody that can stop Mike Evans in the secondary. What's that other wide receiver they got that's pretty sharp?
Godwin.
Yeah, they can't. They don't have anybody that can stop those two.
Ronbo.
Who runs
I
the ball
found out
for them?
With Rashid, not Rashid. I think it's Rashid Rice, something like that.
Yeah. See, I don't know how they're going to stop him. Yeah.
My friend, he's a Steelers fan. He told me if they beat Buffalo, they'd have to be the ones to go and play Baltimore. Ronbo, the Baltimore Ravens haven't beat the Steelers in about 3 seasons.
Would that be funny or what? You're
Ronbo,
right. There's a
if
matchup
it's
issue.
Steelers versus Baltimore, my money's on the Steelers.
Same
Tomlin,
here.
he knows how to play. He knows how to game plan. Lamar Jackson.
Why haven't people taken
Lamar
the blueprint off of
Jackson
that?
never looks good. I mean, Ronbo, tell me if this sounds familiar. Tell me if this sounds familiar.
Over the last
2019, Lamar Jackson wins the MVP. He beats the 49ers. He has the number 1 seed. What does he do this year? He wins the MVP. He has the number 1 seed. He beats the 49ers. But what does he do in the playoffs? Choke.
Boom.
Hey.
To the nosedive.
Hey, Ronbo. Aaron Rodgers going to always beat the Bears. Matt Ryan going to always choke a lead. The 49ers going to always beat the Rams in the regular season with a respectable team. Yeah. That BS that was on the field last Sunday was not a respectable team.
People run around saying, yeah, they beat you guys. I mean,
Ronbo.
Who'd they beat?
Come on, Ronbo. Ronbo, nobody said anything about the Steelers beating the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens didn't have the first string on there. But you know what? I don't know if the Steelers had all their. Well, they had to win that game, though, to get into playoffs.
Yeah, they did. But, I mean, shoot. But still, they knew we didn't have our players out there.
Oh, well, yeah. You know? I mean,
the game wasn't even worth anything.
We had our first stringers out there for 5 minutes, and some people think, yeah, you guys had Nick Bosa out there for. No, he wasn't. Nick Bosa left that game in the first quarter. Get the bleep out of here. What is wrong with you? Y'all trying to find a way to say, ooh, the Rams are so much better than the 49ers, and we beat you guys. You beat who?
Ronbo, if the Rams had to get into this game, Kyle would have played the starters.
Yes, and I would have appreciated it too.
Sure. I'm 100% sure. If the Rams needed that game, he would have played the starters. But you could thank the Seahawks for being garbage and getting blown out by both teams for allowing the Rams to have a playoff position, Ronbo. I mean, dang Seahawks. Y'all couldn't win one game against the Rams. Y'all couldn't split at least once.
It's all about positioning in the draft. Jay, we gotta go, fam.
Man, at the end of the day, we still the kings of the West.
That's right.
Kyler Mack running around so he don't need no rest. Gene B and Rudy. I ain't heard from y'all boys with the 49ers. We gon' be the best. Ronbo, let me get a 9 shut up.
Big J. And we move to Bethel. Tabo, I do agree. The Rams probably are dangerous. They look a little better. But when it comes down to the serious stuff now and we ain't hurt, oh, that hornhead is going to get hurt. Hey, Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Bethel, you sound like you're having a bad day. Are you okay?
No, I'm just hearing what people have to say and that.
Don't
it's
take it to
just
heart. They do that to piss us off.
no.
Everybody knows
No, I'm
the
not
shows,
pissed. I'm happy.
social media. They know what to say to get to 49er fans. Me especially, I gotta set an example. Stop falling for that crap. Nick Wright gets paid to piss 49er fans off.
I hardly even watch the media right now. If I do watch anything, it's either you or other 49er content. That's it. I'm hardly watch anything else. And then plus, the only reason why Dak Prescott got the All-Pro was because he played the last game and then against the Commanders. He got 4 touchdowns against a team that's picking second in the draft.
Most of the teams they played this year are high in the draft order.
Yes.
The Panthers, the Patriots, the Commanders, the Cardinals. Ooh, look at all those wins by them Cowboys. I said, you know what, guys? For 1 minute, can we look at the schedule, see who they played? They played a bunch of candy-ass teams, and you're looking at them as if they were the modern-day Lombardi's Green Bay Packers. What is the problem here? Can we not be honest about this? God.
Yeah, and plus, they should not be underestimating Green Bay. Green Bay actually beat Kansas City. That's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kansas City has actually a good defense.
Didn't they beat the Lions?
Yes, they did. Actually did beat the Lions also.
And they beat the Lions, and it was a convincing win, whereas the Cowboys were gifted by their officials. That's a big difference.
Yeah. And actually, the Rams did play the Lions, and the Lions lost.
This
year? The Rams actually.
This year? Oh, really? I know the Rams and Lions.
Yeah, they actually played them this year. That was one of the big things of Jared Goff going back home and lose if he could win.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, that's why I said that this game, us losing this game means a lot to the NFL because, first of all, if we would have beat the Rams, then they wouldn't have had Green Bay versus Dallas. Now that narrative of, McCarthy playing his old team and all this shit and all this storylines with Green Bay would not happen.
Well, that's a double. That's a double
Rams.
Because you got both quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They got switched teams, and now they get to meet each other. You know what? If the Lions lost last time, the Rams could be in trouble. Although I want the Rams to win, I really do. People think I'm playing. I want the Rams to make it all the way to the NFC CG. I really do.
No, me, I'm not afraid of anybody. The only people that I'm really afraid are the referees. That's it. Along they call good games. Yeah, because referees could mess up everything. We see
and
that
they often
especially especially when we played Baltimore Ravens. All those penalties and all that stuff you get off rhythm because of referees and even though you're a really good team, you could still lose.
Yeah, and often do.
So,
well, Bethel, you saw where the league got caught in that, and all of a sudden Roger Goodell comes flying in and says that the referee, the head referee of that crew that gave the Cowboys that game, is under investigation, and also there's other plans being made to also
they're not going to be in the playoffs.
No playoff games. And I said, well, listen, Raj, you're an idiot, but I do appreciate that. Don't put, and you can take a look at Vinovich too.
Yeah, I know. So it's anything could happen, and if because hopefully we could get somebody that our team is gonna actually play for, not a team that they're gonna underestimate.
Wait, hold on a second. Chrissy, that's racist. Don't do that. And you know what I'm talking about. Don't do that. All right, go ahead, Bethel. Go ahead.
Yeah, because people, because our team always steps up in the playoffs. So, and that's one good thing that our team does. Hopefully, they don't take nobody lightly. And I'm not afraid of anybody.
Totally dialed in. You will not see the 49ers clowning. They got 2 games to win. I tell you what, whoever they play next week, that's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, we'll probably be in cruise control and start running the ball all the way to
by
victory.
The third quarter.
So. Yeah,
the 49ers are not looking for any more mistakes. They know that they've had candy taken right away from them 2-3 times. So you know what? That's going to be interesting. I hope they just don't get so crazy they hurt themselves. But win the game, do what you got to do, be professional. You guys are good at that. All right, get it done.
Yeah, and then plus we're getting a lot of players back, so that's another good thing that we have actually playing on our side.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
So and actually, congratulations to Deebo Samuel for breaking the record. He actually tied a record with the most running yards, 1,000 running yards.
Hey,
and I didn't
even know about that.
Yeah,
I knew he always.
I didn't either until I seen in the show that he likes to come out that he actually broke the record.
Yeah.
That's why he was actually playing. Yeah.
We gotta go, fam. I'll see you Sunday, okay?
All right, see you Sunday. And let's see these guys break. Some people are gonna get heartbroken, but let's see these guys play and
I hope it's Texas,
let's
boy.
see what happens.
Oh God, I think Green Bay Packers beat them. I think
that's all right. Let's go Niners.
Hey Bethel, night fam.
All right, good night.
Oh God, if the Cowboys, I'm gonna be praying for that. Just let this time beat the joke. Let the Packers go into Dallas and beat the Cowboys. I want to, and put the camera right up in the booth and Jerry Jones, how his face gets real tight. Hey, Brian, I hope we can see Elijah Jordan a lot. The entire defense is out, and then air it out, baby. But Brian, Kyle's probably got some plans, and I bet the 49ers have been working on some plays that nobody has seen, saving them just for this. The 49ers are serious about trying to get the Super Bowl. You can tell. They really mean it. They always did, but this year, they know there's absolutely no reason not to complete the task. Thanks, Brian. Tony out in Atlanta. Or should I say Tony Atlanta? Tony's not in actually Atlanta, but he is a Falcon fan. Tony.
Ronbo, good evening. How are you?
Tony, doing fabulous, man. This is the fun time of year. The playoffs, especially the way the table is set this year, some of the possible, you couldn't go to a comedy club and get better entertainment if the Green Bay Packers go in there. if it looks, oh my God, I'm not going to be. I'm going to have to get him some medication or some kind of sedative because I will be losing it. I said, you know what? This is fitting. I said, all year long, the Cowboys were getting all the glory. Oh, they're such a good team. Dak Prescott's the MVP. It's his to lose. Why are y'all who's he beaten? Please tell me. Who has he beaten? It's worth a damn. And they kept right on going with that, right? So I'm saying, it is, boy, ooh.
Remember, we talked about it, Ronbo. It was a campaign, like a presidential campaign for Dak Prescott.
Tell you.
But I will tell you this. Wild card weekend, the 2 quarterbacks that led the league in picks the last 2 years in 2021 and 2022 will lose. That is Dak Prescott and Matthew Stafford. I'm telling you, Ronbo,
I saw that.
I can't believe the number of people that are saying Detroit is going to lose.
I saw that what you put down there. That's the best offensive line in the game, probably this year, right? The Lions.
Yes. And they got those 2 running backs.
Oh, hey, by the way, do you remember watching Detroit and L.A. this year play? I got to go back and get that game.
They played last year. I don't think they played this year.
Hey, Bethel, yeah, they didn't play this year. That was last year. I think yeah. And Detroit wasn't up to speed.
He was watching the game on NFL Network. They're showing the matchups like for tomorrow. like Kansas City played Miami this year in Germany, and then right now they're showing Detroit and the Rams. That was from 2022.
Yeah, it's a So I want to see that game. Yeah,
Ronbo, it was something that you said. You talked about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And I said, say it again, Ronbo. You said, and I quote, you were talking to a colleague. You said, now you have to pay the damn piper. Talking about the Cowboys.
Right.
Yep.
Time. All these lies, all these misleading phrases. I said, why do people keep talking about the Cowboys like they're just running Romshot? Brew over on First Things First is a Broussard. Brew always puts it in perspective. I love it. Okay, first of all, they lost to the teams that are in the playoffs, the top-seeded teams. They lost to the Eagles. They lost to the 49ers. Now, why is it that anybody thinks they're going to come in there and just – I said, that's – Bro, would you tell Sergeant Stupid over there? I mean, because Nick Wright is. Nick Wright has the Chiefs at the top of the heap as far as the teams to beat this year's Super Bowl.
He ain't talking that Seattle talk no more, is he?
I
fired Petey.
I got that book. I got that receipt too. I'm going to put down all of his BS. I said, you know what, Nick? Seattle Seahawks, you picked him with a straight face at the beginning of the season. You also said that who did he pick for MVP? Well, he's got Mahomes Mountain, right? And everybody's below it.
He likes Kansas City.
He put Dak and Stafford in the second tier, right below Mahomes. I said, boy, Nick, you got Nick. He put Caleb Williams.
Stafford gonna be getting up off the ground. Like I said on your I'm telling you, they're coming after him, Ronbo.
Oh yes, he had Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams hasn't even been drafted yet. He put him in the third tier, and in the fourth tier, he put a whole lot of quarterbacks: Kirk Cousins, my boy Brock, just a whole bunch of quarterbacks already established in the NFL. Caleb Williams. I said, why do they pay him? He's unprofessional. He's a buffoon. He's saying things just to piss off entire fan bases, and that's getting them views. If that's what they have to do to get views, I'm a stop. I try, but I keep.
I feel like it's a campaign, like about Prescott. It's a campaign this week. All the mainstream media, which I could care less about what they say. I'm glad they say it because I always go the other way. It's a campaign. The Rams. Don't y'all know David Montgomery, Detroit's running back, got over 1,000 yards? Don't they know Jahmyr Gibbs, their first-round pick, had over 700 rushing yards this year? Mm-hmm. That's over 1,700 yards. Mm-hmm. Now it's the playoffs, Ronbo, like you said, paying the piper.
Yep.
You got to run the football and stop the run this time of year.
And you're not in.
Dallas can't do either.
Right. And that game is not in L.A., so, but not. What am I saying? That's not an advantage for the Rams. It'd probably be more Lions fans there than Rams fans anyway.
Now Detroit's secondary's not that good. We all know that. That front seven is good. I'm telling you, they coming. I can see them sacking Stafford 4 or 5 times.
Oh yeah.
And remember, he threw those 2 fourth-quarter picks. Not last week, the week before last.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's starting to throw picks again. Even though they win it, he's starting to throw those picks.
Because when they get away
what did you say, Ronbo? Oh, what happened? Got hard.
That's right. I mean, because the thing is, if they don't want to give, they hate. Stafford wants to be in control. You know he does. And every night he's like, Coach, let me throw the ball. Kieran's having a great day, Matt. Let's ride him for a while. No, I want to throw the ball. All right, take this step. Boom. I said, Matthew Stafford, keep throwing them picks, baby. Everybody thinks you're great. Even I think you're pretty good, but you gotta pinch it for gunslinging too much.
And I remember I was the one all summer. I'm still on Green Bay. I said Green Bay was going to win the division. They got that defense has started to play well. They got on first and second round picks on defense. Everybody forgot Green Bay. They drafted the last few years.
You were right because I thought Detroit was going to win the division, but I knew that Green Bay was no slouch. I just didn't know what Jordan Love was going to look like until the preseason. I started to come over your way a little more too because I said, Jordan Love looks like he's
32 touchdown passes. 32 touchdown passes.
He's getting better.
And their secondary is good. And Prescott, they can't run the football. If Dallas wins this week, I'm not saying that they won't, but I'm not saying that they will. They're not beating Detroit the next time they play them. They're not. I can't wait.
They didn't beat them this
I'm
time.
it's gonna be Dallas. I know, but they ain't gonna beat them next time.
Well, you know,
they're gonna run the ball more.
And not only that, the coach will stop being such an idiot. If you got early in the game, if you can't get to 6,
kick the field goal.
Take the 3.
Kick the field goal.
Yeah.
Yep. And get other points later.
That's gonna be fun.
And Ronbo, congratulations to all your pro. I didn't know that my other man crush, Usyk, the fullback, he made the Pro Bowl again, and Kyle didn't even play him much. He made the Pro Bowl.
You know, Juice is going to make that. There is no other fullback that does what he does, because nobody uses fullbacks that much anymore. What do you got, 4 or 5 more fullbacks in the game?
He's a Hall of Fame fullback.
Oh, easily. First
he's a Hall of Famer.
And now we're extending what he does. He's out. He's making. Kyle's doing it.
And now Kyle needs to start using them. Yeah. Kyle's got to use that man. I love it when he gets involved.
He's throwing passes to him now. Juice, there's only one.
Yep.
He's running loose probably 45 to 50% of the time. And if not, and Jawan Jennings back in the game too, I tell you right now, anybody, that MG who knows nothing about football, if he thinks the 49ers are going to be suspect for the next 2 games, boy, is he going to be in for a treat.
Because I really think Philly's going to beat Tampa Bay, and I think y'all going to play Philly. I think y'all going to score like 45 on them.
Yeah, Philly.
They can't stop your weapons.
And the bleeding, and in Philadelphia, if they do beat Tampa Bay, watch them. It's going to have to be a squeak out win, and that means Philly.
And I was getting on Texas boy talking about the Rams going. I said, Texas boy, you praying that the Rams going to win because you don't want to play Detroit again. The Rams ain't winning this game. Detroit is going back to Dallas, and y'all. Ronbo, remember they got that long home winning streak. I don't like streaks because then something happens, bad happens,
and it's overdue.
And it comes to an end.
It's overdue.
Yes, it's overdue. Yes, because of the officials. But the officials ain't gonna be able to help them this time because David Montgomery gonna run for like $112, and then Jamar Gibbs gonna run for like close to 78. They're gonna run the football on them.
Easily.
Dallas can't stop the run, and they can't run. That's going to be their Achilles heel.
And so, you know what? We got to go, but next time we got to talk more about your choice for coach. I can't wait to hear what you got to say on that, but we're out of time now. But
we got a scheduled interview with your defensive coordinator, Wilkes, and we got a scheduled interview with the guy who I want, Detroit offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson.
There you go. All right. Good luck on that.
And Ronbo, I'm going to leave you on this. Don't get mad at me.
What?
I think Dan Quinn is going to get that Seattle job. But Ronbo, what if Jim Harbaugh gets that Seattle job? I'm like, oh, shit, if that happens, World War III is going to start.
I just thought about that. I don't want that. No.
If he does, that means he's trying to get even with the Niners. If Harbaugh gets
he should. I'm telling you, he should go to the Chargers. I'm sending everybody to the Chargers.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
You got some talent over there to work with. Why have to build from scratch? All right, Tony.
He was a quarterback. Herbert's a quarterback. Perfect fit.
There you go. I'll see you Sunday.
That's the most attractive job, I think, of the open head coaches. I think ours is the second most attractive.
Oh, yeah.
We got all those weapons. We just need to get a quarterback.
Should come on.
Yep.
All right, Tony. Got to roll. I'll see you Sunday. All right.
I'll see you.
Night, Tony. Yeah. I got a few things I want to do here before I go to bed. Hey, Perez Harris. Hey, do you think Mooney made adjustments kicking? Perez, he's better. And you know what? He should be embarrassed because for 2 games this year, it was him. 2 games. The Browns game, we didn't have to lose that game. As bad as we played, yes. Debo got hurt and got ran off the field. Trent had to leave. All right. The game was in your hands. We had a few seconds to go. Just kick the field goal. That's all you ever do all day. We can win by 1. Kick it. Ball runs right. Jake, don't do this. Get that down. I don't know what you got to do, but get yourself together, man. We need you. We might need you in the playoffs. I don't think so, but probably. Maybe. Fam, I'll see you Sunday, though. It's going to be, oh, God, don't let the Cowboys lose that game. Have a great night. Hey, thanks, fam. Thanks for coming through as usual. Like before you leave. Please subscribe so you get a notification with the note. I'll bring you back in here. Niners!